Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cloud Ninja Podcast. This is Free Game.
Oh, it
Joined
started?
by my co-host Barbie. Michael G. Yeah,
Oh,
my
you,
bad.
you
I did the stream starting soon. I didn't do the countdown. I get tired of that music.
Oh, damn, my bad. Yeah, you could have let me know we was dishing the countdown. But yeah, all right, so we in here. We in here.
My bad. Yeah, that shit's annoying, bro. The sounds, it drives me crazy.
Oh, yeah, I feel you. So I guess we can start with the chapter ratings. You already you read it, right? You just read it?
Yeah. I sped right through it though, but yeah, definitely.
Nah, in fact, because I guess since it's like fresh on your mind, I guess you can give it your rating.
I mean, I give it a. It's nothing really bad to say about it. It was really a dialogue heavy chapter. You know, I like that we got. I mean, I guess you can say the return of Momoshiki, even though it's kind of underwhelming, but at the same time, you know, the conversation him and Boruto had, he's pretty much given up on life, bro. It's just soaking. It's pretty funny, but getting Kurama back and Boruto actually recognizing that, you know, Himawari is Kurama's Jinchuriki was pretty dope, and like the image training that they was doing, Kurama and Himawari, that shit was actually pretty dope. So like I can't really say nothing bad about the chapter. It wasn't stellar, like something that was like, oh shit, but you know, it was pretty good. So I give it like 8 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, see what you mean. I can get you with that. Me personally, I thought the reason why I say it was kind of stellar just because we got a bunch of stuff that we didn't necessarily get before, and of course Momoshiki being the main one. Momoshiki, I think we've been waiting like ever since chapter 1 for Momoshiki. A lot of people have been saying, "Hey, what's Momoshiki going to do?" Was that the actual moment that Momoshiki was like waiting for? And 2 years later, we finally get to see Momoshiki. I thought it was like you could call it underwhelming because, of course, it wasn't necessarily Momoshiki popping out during Boruto's near-death battle and him just taking over. It was more of like a dialogue thing where Boruto legitimately chose to go to Momoshiki. I thought that was interesting as well. Right after we seen Kurama and Himawari having their 212 moment. So I thought this right here was decent just because we got to figure out what Momoshiki was thinking, how he felt, and of course got the confirmation that his plan actually failed. So, but after that, I thought the Sumire Sarada love triangle, which I think could easily turn into a diamond, that was interesting as well. Honestly, the crazy thing is I've seen more posts about that than Momoshiki on Twitter, which is insane. Like, what are we doing here, gentlemen? What are we doing?
But that's insane.
I thought that was fire. Konohamaru, I couldn't stand to see his face, him hugging Moegi. Like, he literally chose Matsuri over Moegi. I hope they bring that up. I really hope they bring that up because there ain't no way you can just have a kumbaya moment after you legitimately thought, nah, matter of fact, we might as well just keep Matsuri. Hell no. I
didn't even think about that shit, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's pretty. So if I give like a rating, I'll go a bit above Free Game. I'd probably give it a 9 just because of the plot that was moved forward in this particular chapter. I told you guys all the time when I do my ratings, this is heavily based on plot. Momoshiki popping up, heavily based on plot. Boruto actually giving that option or the question to Momoshiki, hey, do you want to take over my body if you help me with Jura? Or you can't take over my body if you help me with Jura? I thought that was insane plot progression. I think that kind of like shows us possibly how they can actually defeat Jura.
Right.
Yeah, so and the cliffhanger was elite. Of course, Momoshiki, talking more about Momoshiki. This is basically mimicking my spoilers video where I talk like 95% about Momoshiki. But yeah, pretty much.
Oh, you dropped the video? I gotta go support. I didn't even do that. My bad.
That's straight. I don't even. Yeah.
So what you give it? What was your rating? You said a 10 or a 9? Because you said you gave it over me.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
A 9? Okay, that's decent. That's decent. I can't even argue with that. What about you, Bud?
Well, from the shit that I've seen in the spoilers, I think it's probably like a 9 or a 10.
Hold on. You ain't read all of it because like they leaked the whole chapter, bro.
Yeah,
I know they did leak it. I mean, and I ain't read like the whole thing because I want to read like the whole shit. Like, I want to see like what's going down for real. But I mean, I seen like a majority of the spoilers, but it's still like seems like it's a plot progression type of chapter. It's a lot of stuff going down. You know, Kurama coming back and Momoshiki, 2 of the biggest things for me, which is actually crazy. So, and I think like, yeah, bro, Momoshiki coming back sad was like probably the best thing they could have done. Like, that is just so funny, bro. He's really depressed. He's just like, I don't know, because I saw the translation. He was just basically saying like, damn, he was just sad that Boruto escape death against Jorah twice. It was like, damn, bro. I'm like, he's really out here begging for death. I'm like, that's
bro. He's suffering right now, bro. He's like, death is better than this shit, bro.
Yeah,
he's basically like Frieza living. He's like Frieza living in heaven, pretty much.
My God. That was actually pretty. All the little Teletubbies were singing, and Frieza was going crazy,
going nuts, bro. That's a great comparison. I didn't even think about that one.
But yeah, all that Momoshiki stuff was actually it caught me by surprise, but then it fits because it's the first chapter after 2 years. So after 2 years of Two Blue Vortex, how do you mix the fandom up? The first chapter of your third year run. So bringing Momoshiki back was a great way to start that off. And
what's crazy? Not to cut you off, but like I think it was the fan service I'm getting in this chapter. I think it's coming off of the fact that the last volume did like lower sales than like the previous like 6, because the previous 6 was just all ascending, and the last one was the first one. It kind of declined. I think it has something to do with it.
Well, who knows? Who knows? But
it's about damn time, regardless.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, it would probably. I mean, shit, because everybody was waiting for Momoshiki. I know people who didn't even start Two Blue Vortex. It was like until they hear Momoshiki came back. So I know a lot of people was waiting on Momoshiki. Regardless, he was going to move mountains. But it was a good way to bring him back. But other than that, from information about Kurama and Himawari training in the psyche, it's just like nice stuff. First of all, Himawari dripped out with the new Kurama drip, and I think that's actually pretty hilarious as well, because I don't think she just bought those clothes. I think she had them and now she has a reason to wear them. But it's a fire new design on her with the Kurama mixing the sunflower thing and her actually training with Kurama, like seeing like she has a whole personal Bijou sensei, and then Kurama basically calling her like a human Bijou. So that's like real interesting as far as like how they're how Ikimoto's making both of Naruto's children, complex and powerful in their own unique way. So I like the contrast between her and Boruto and stuff like that. And Boruto, I saw a couple of shots. Boruto's actually chilling in the village. He was watching over what's her name, Konohamaru and Moegi reunited. He was just grilling it. I saw a tweet said I think Boruto was just flying over them because he was waiting to see if Matsuri was gonna pop back up. But that was pretty funny. But aside from that, well, yeah, also the Sarada stuff. But I mean, the Sarada stuff is crazy. I think they were saying like that's like half of the chapter. So I don't know a lot of the context, but like birds can fly. Sarada likes Boruto. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys. But other than that, it's a great chapter. So yeah, 9 or a 10 out of 10 for me for the spoilers.
Not all birds can fly. We got ostriches. We got chickens.
Well, you know what I mean, but
I'm just fucking with you, man. That's why I don't like speed reading through stuff, bro. Because I didn't catch minute details like that. Like how you said that she has a whole outfit. Never noticed that, bro. Didn't notice that speed reading.
It's because it was the fuck. They leaked the shit I seen was the stuff that was dropping like 2 days ago. Like they leaked the cover page and Himawari's on the cover page. So I was like, oh, that's that was one of the main pages going around and stuff too.
Yeah, I think the link that Barra sent me, it didn't have the cover page on it. I think.
But yeah, probably not. Yeah, I don't think so. But speaking of though, like one of the things we talked about with him and Wado is that she's going to be overpowered regardless because of the unison, or I forgot the specific name they called it. But her and Karma work a lot better together than Naruto or Karma and any other Jinchuriki. But like for her to actually have a personal trainer, her to actually be training with Karma in her mental space, like we talked about, like when is she finally going to get out to train? We thought she'd be training with Damon during in the Hidden Leaf Village. She doesn't even need that. She can just train with Karma and just mentally get stronger over like the next few years. Like, that's pretty much it. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, Kurama was like she should think of herself as like simply chakra and not like a human. I was like, that's actually pretty interesting because it's like. I don't know, like, because Naruto was like freshly born and then boom, obviously his mom already had Kurama's chakra, so he has some of the remnants, but then he gets Kurama right after that. But like, I don't know, the way they're kind of implying it's kind of like Naruto gave birth, like at the time he gave birth to Himawari, it was like he also birthed another Kurama, but somehow inside of Himawari that eventually sprouted. So it's like They're not really different, but they're the same.
Wait, hold on. Where did they say that at? I didn't catch that.
No, I said that's how you can take it as. Since they're the
Oh,
same.
okay.
Because Kurama keeps saying the colonel because she was born with the colonel, so I'm like, essentially, it could be like he just birthed another Bijou, but it happened to be a daughter. It just turned out to be a daughter.
This is insane. Do we even like bring up the fact that like she was never like bestowed in the Cherokee? Like usually you have to seal the tail beast inside of the human, and that just never happened with Himawari. Like should we be raising an eyebrow at that?
Because
Nah.
she is the tail. She's like, you can't seal her within herself, so it's like it wouldn't really work.
And the way Black explained it, he said that she was born with a kernel of Kurama inside of her already, so it's like a rebirth. Because go ahead, my bad.
You could kind of say the same for Boruto and Naruto. You could even say, well, who was the first in Cherokee? She had a son. I forgot who it was, but regardless, you could say the same for that. Like they never really got Kurama just reborn into them.
Well, because I mean, you can't really say the same thing about Naruto because Naruto was bestowed with Kurama as a baby, though. Like the Kurama was still in him, so you don't know what could have progressed in the future.
Yeah, I could see the only way I could see it. I probably just thought about it is Kurama never died. Like so when Kurama,
and plus Kurama never died,
right?
So
right.
This was like whatever kernel was inside of her that probably was also in Naruto when he was born. Is like that Kurama's consciousness just reborn within that kernel in Himawari. So he's confused. He's like, what the hell? Like Himawari.
The hell am I doing in this?
And the third tail's never really had any sort of like Jinchuriki kernel that was floating around once he got reborn, right?
Hell no.
Nah,
I don't even think the three tails was really cool with motherfuckers like that. Like Kurama, I think Kurama, the eight tails and the one tails are the main ones that had like some human like people that were
the three tails didn't have wasn't Ren and Jinchuriki?
Yeah, but Ren never had
Ren don't even
though.
talk to each other. We never even seen them conversate.
I'm just saying, wasn't Ren and Jinchuriki of the three tails though? So
yeah. It's like would she leave a kernel to someone else? Like she never had a child.
She didn't have a kid or anything, right?
If she were to have like Kakashi's or Obito's child, they probably would have been like while she was pregnant, which was crazy because it was complicated with Naruto because Kushina was giving birth as what I'm saying, the seal was weakening, and then Obito immediately like pulled the freaking nine tails right out of her. So I don't know, but if you're just like born, because I think it's different because Naruto in this case it's like the male is the one with the Jinchuriki as opposed to like the woman, when a child is born. So it could be different as like you're just sitting in the tummy of the chakra as opposed to like, not to get explicit, the male, the chakra going into the woman. So
yeah, so it's pretty much like Naruto would have held Kurama in his nutsack, basically.
Yeah, and it would probably maybe like the gene grows differently as opposed to like being the woman Jinchuriki versus the male Jinchuriki given a child.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I guess you could kind of say the chakras in the seed and the egg, whereas with Naruto you could clearly see Kurama's influence because he had the whiskers. So like that's kind of like a dead giveaway that he kind of had some Kurama chakra in him, even though he wasn't born with Kurama.
Mm-hmm.
And then he passed those whiskers to Himawari and Boruto. But it's still crazy though. He's basically, because either way, Kurama basically said like, bro, you're just chakra, bro. You gotta like forget anything before. Just start from scratch, bro. You're just
that kind of rude. You ain't shit with chakra, bro.
You ain't shit with chakra. Like what? I'm like, that's crazy.
when I first read it, I was like, damn, that's kind of rude, bro. It's being too blunt right now. Word. But he was just trying to get her to understand how chakra control works, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, he was cooking.
I mean, we always call
Kurama quick question.
Professor Kurama. That's his new nickname for me, Professor Kurama.
Well, quick. So if Himawari dies, would Boruto then become the new Jinchuriki?
Shit, can Himawari die? Yeah, just spawn somewhere. I'm playing.
I don't know, but wouldn't it be like because basically Boruto is the Jinchuriki of Momoshiki, so wouldn't it be some type of conflict with that?
Let's say it again.
Basically, I think from like a writer's standpoint, yes, but like inverse, it just I couldn't give you an answer though.
Well, basically, what I said, Bar, is like, wouldn't it cause some type of conflict because Boruto is already pretty much a Jinchuriki of Momoshiki? Like he's not titled a Jinchuriki, but it's the same concept.
I don't think it would be kind of like a conversation, but I don't think they'd like take up the same spot in Boruto's brain type of thing.
I think it's actually he is actually closer to what Himawari and Kurama is, because the way Kurama describes them is like they're one and the same. They share the same body, as opposed to like a Jinchuriki where the beast is living inside of the body.
Mm-hmm.
And with Momoshiki and Boruto, it's like they're one and the same. They share the same body. It's like two hosts. You can't pull Momoshiki out of Boruto. And just like,
so
it would be crazy if you couldn't pull this Kurama out of Himawari.
Yeah, so in a way, Momoshiki would also be a Jinchuriki.
Well, Boruto would be the Jinchuriki. Momoshiki would be the tail beast.
No, I'm just saying hypothetically, if like Himawari dies and Karma respawns into Naruto, Momoshiki would also be in Jinchuriki. I don't know if that'd be like a
Naruto or Boruto. You hold on, I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding.
Boruto. I meant Boruto. Did I say Naruto?
Yeah, you said Naruto.
I'm bugging. Yeah, Boruto. I always get them mixed up. Yeah.
It's not hard to, bro. It's just an N and a B. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So Momoshiki would essentially be like a Jinchuriki, like if that were to happen.
Technically, I mean, because he absorbs chakra regardless. So I don't even know how if he wakes up and he suddenly just sees Kurama inside the psyche, like would they just fight for territory?
That's what I'm saying. Like there's some type of conflict, bro. Yeah, there gotta be some type. I don't think the writers would do that though.
Yeah,
I don't think that's foreign. That a Jinchurikin and Tail Beast would fight. Like Kurama has been trying to box with Naruto from the beginning.
I mean, that's true.
That's facts.
But imagine like there's just two fucking monsters fighting inside of Boruto. That's kind of crazy, bro.
Momoshiki would win.
Yeah, that bro. He would die from sleep deprivation.
Yeah, probably. Well, another question though. There was in Boruto's mind space, they were on a tree, and it looked like the tree was like completely destroyed. It looked like Rasengan. Do we think Momoshiki and Boruto fought?
I think that's like from where Momoshiki died. That's like a mental astral projection of like from the Rasengan with Naruto and Boruto.
They struck a tree as well.
I mean, they were fighting next to the God tree. Remember, it just blew through the whole freaking battlefield.
Yeah,
he shot the.
Remember, Momoshiki cut it down or some shit like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's he cut it down, but it was a stump, and then the Rasengan blew like this trajectory. It just went straight, like it left the trail through the ground, and it went straight to where the stump was at.
Got you. Okay. So I didn't even notice
because in the manga, Boruto and Momoshiki had that conversation in the destructive part of the God tree, as opposed to his psyche in the anime. They have that conversation in like a similar area where Momoshiki's at this chapter.
Yeah, true. I'm about to go back and see. I think it was like chapter 10.
Yeah, I didn't ever read those parts, but I know it's because I know those scenes are different because I checked those specific parts out, but I never read like that arc in the manga. But I know those scenes are different though when Momoshiki and Boruto talk, so it's like the same scene.
Right now, that's what I've been seeing on Twitter. Everybody's saying, it's just pretty much just the stump from that fight. But I just never really seen that Rasengan like make contact with the stump. That's why I'm like, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's Boruto and Momoshiki. They just been ignoring each other because Momoshiki's surprised. He's like, bro, look what the crap drag back then.
Oh no, yeah. I see the stump on chapter 10. Oh, I'm gonna send it to Discord.
Chapter 10.
Yeah.
Subu Vortex chapter 10 or Boruto chapter 10?
No, Boruto chapter 10.
Bruh. How do you find that so quickly?
The same website I just sent to you in the chat.
No, I'm just saying, how did you locate that so quickly, though?
Oh no, yeah, I already knew when the arc ended. Like I made multiple videos about this particular chapter.
True. Like, damn, bro, just pinpointed that shit in 0.2 seconds. Damn.
Oh yeah. So it looks like that tree because that tree is destroyed, but it looks a lot smaller than what we see from. Matter of fact, let me do a comparison.
I'm about to say, man, he drew that shit like 8 years ago, though.
Yeah, true.
He was like, "How does it look like again?" He was
like, I'm gonna draw it from memory. I'm not even gonna go back to the chapter and just replicate it. Let's just do it from memory.
I sent him to the court.
Hold on, let me see. Man, I gotta fix my computer. This thing is tripping.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the same thing.
What was I doing again?
Going to Discord to see the picture, I guess. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. Isn't Gara in this chapter? He will be in this chapter.
Yeah, Gara was knocked out, though. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that is the same space. The tree looks hella different, though.
Yeah. Yeah, the Rasengan left the trail of destruction like through the middle.
Who's Rasengan?
Because it went straight and then it like looped up and then exploded.
Bro, I have to watch that movie again. I it came up on Hulu too, and I was like, you know what? Nah, I ain't that bored.
It's episode 65. You won't be watching episode 65. You would rather watch the movie?
Yeah,
that's crazy. I mean,
context again.
They both got. You said what?
Because like normally, honestly, I would just watch the Momoshiki Sasuke and Naruto fight. Like I'll just go on YouTube and watch that. I won't even watch the movie. But since I haven't watched the movie in 10 years maybe? I don't know. When did the movie come out? That long ago? Crazy. I ain't seen it since then.
Yeah, like 20.
But you've seen the other version of the fight though, right?
Yeah. Like you talking about the anime? Well, the
episode 65.
the anime, the episode versions, and then like the movie version. How they had Momoshiki was like an ogre. I think he was like an ogre in the movie, right?
Yeah.
And then they switched it up in the episodes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To be honest, the only way I've kind of rewatched episode 65. Well, for not gonna lie, first things first, I did rewatch it a lot when it first came out. But I've been rewatching like a lot of like reactions to episode 65. I think that's like the best way to like kind of react to the best fights of Boruto.
Bro, episode 65 shook the entire world, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, facts.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see how Momoshiki gave up though. Like it's insane. I could have sworn he could have been plotting a little bit more.
That's why I said it was a little underwhelming. I was like, damn, Momoshiki just gave up. I mean, it's interesting though. Like the concept of them going that route instead of him plotting is pretty dope. I mean, he's just sitting there chilling. He's
now he has an opportunity with Boruto's proposal. He has like an opportunity. It's like, what do you do when a man that's like not even desperate no more? He just wants to leave this world. Like, what do you do? You give him the opportunity of a lifetime.
First, do we think Momoshiki was like lying in any way? Could he like potentially be deceiving Boruto?
I think he was. Bro said he was like, bro, I should have never revived you when Kawaki killed you.
Yeah, I should have just let you ass
way
die.
Back to 3 years. He was like, nigga, I should have never let you die. Come on, bro.
Yo, you know how long it was? He was probably wanting to tell that nigga that too.
Bro, he was like, yeah, bro. I don't even wish Cold killed you, Jura killed. Nah, I should have never revived you when Kawaki actually did the deed.
Yeah, bro. Man.
I don't know. But my thought is Momoshiki might be thinking, all right, the last time I told this nigga what was happening in the future, he got prepared for it. He was ready for it. He was bracing himself. Next thing you know, well, not next thing you know. Now I'm not even going to tell him about the future perils that he's going to face. Maybe if it surprises him, then it'll just be like now he's more willing to give up his body type of thing.
I mean, he gave him a vague hint on what was going to happen. He didn't say, hey, it is about to create omnipotence. You're about to get kicked out of the village. He just said you're going to lose everything. Nobody actually knew what that meant, even the readers.
Yeah, but specifically Boruto said no matter what happens, you're never going to get my body. He was pretty much like resolute because Momoshiki was telling him.
Yeah, and I think Momoshiki believes that. I think Momoshiki believes that. He's like spent the last 3 years for like, damn, he's actually like not going to give it up. So might as well just die.
Yeah. Yeah, but if Boruto is in Osusuki now, then Momoshiki in a sense will be waiting thousands of years for Boruto to die. So he'll be having a freaking terrible
and he's this depressed after only 3 years, bro.
Exactly, bro. He's going insane after like 10.
That's why I'm saying Momoshiki's a teenager in Osusuki years.
Facts. Nah, I agree with that, bro.
He's going through his emo phase right now. It's like, Mom, I'm not gonna cut my hair.
Yo, so like, what do you think? Like the conflict with Boruto's karma seal? Then, like, if Momoshiki can't take control of him, why is he so scared to use that karma seal? Then,
because in chapter 15, when he was explaining it to Kawaki, it was like he didn't say it was Momoshiki taking over. He said it felt like something he never felt before, like he was alive yet dying at the same time, right. And just like aware of it, but not turning into like something else. And then he was like, "But Momoshiki's been quiet, like so he doesn't know." It was basically like some weird stuff like he never felt before. Like it wasn't like he was fighting for Momoshiki's like control, like trying to keep Momoshiki back. It was just like something weird after he tried to use the karma that he didn't, he didn't think. Like I don't know. It's just like his consciousness was just like I don't know, just doing something crazy. Probably him and Momoshiki, like something that him and Momoshiki had no control over, and it was just crazy.
I gotta go back to see what he specifically said about it. It could just be that he felt more like an Otsutsuki than a human. And that'll be understandable.
Think like a whole new, like a third person, like a whole new Otsutsuki being born out of both Momoshiki and Boruto.
Fire. He should have let it happen.
Like a different personality.
Like hypothetically, if he felt the need to like do evil stuff, like he was feeling like Majin Vegeta. Like I think Boruto would then like never like try to use that power again.
When was the last time he used his karma cell? Did he ever say? Wasn't he using it when he was with Sasuke?
That's what I'm saying. That's what he said when he was and Sasuke were fighting against Code. He tried to use it, and that's when that happened. And he never tried ever again.
Well, you remember when he talked about it in TBV? Was it the time when he almost fought Kawaki?
Bro,
I mean that he's just like it almost like it manifested on his palm, but that wasn't what he referred to when he asked when Kawaki asked him.
So you remember when he referred to it? I'm trying to look for it right now.
2 years ago when him and Sasuke came across Code.
Damn that! You don't remember the chapter?
Chapter 15.
I'm on 15. I'll give you that.
Bro, chapter 15.
Y'all are elite. We're memorizing these chapters. God damn.
I seen Gar. I'm like, nah, it's not the chapter. And I'm like,
it's at the end of chapter 15 when he's talking to Kawaki. He explains it.
Oh yeah, I think I'm seeing it right now. Hold up. Well, y'all can continue. I'm gonna read through this.
We're gonna read fully through chapter 15.
Nah, just Boruto on Kawaki's conversation. Like I stumbled upon it.
For sure.
I mean, what was the question anyway?
No, well, I was just wondering, like, since Momoshiki can't take control of him, why is he so afraid to use his karma?
Oh yeah, that's
pretty much answered that.
Yeah, I mean, nigga he felt like he was alive and dying at the same time. Like he was aware that he was dying, and he never felt like that.
So he's not afraid of the fact that Momoshiki would take over his body. He just don't know what's going to happen, pretty much.
Once he uses that karma cell.
Yeah, okay. So I found it specifically said about 2 years ago. I used the karma for the first time since I left the village. When my teacher and I fought Code together, that's when I sensed it. Something similar to the feeling I got whenever Momoshiki possessed my body. So he felt similar to when Momoshiki possessed his body. Yeah. I don't know. He said a feeling where I stopped being who I am and start dying still while conscious and aware. Since then, I haven't used the karma. Yeah, so yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Like you're spot on.
Yeah. I'm about to say, I think what you guys said was pretty spot on. That makes sense. Because, like, I was wondering that because he's asking Momoshiki to lend him his power. I'm like, bro, can't you just use the karma cell and use Momoshiki power? What you asking, like...
He's like, nah, I want you to do it because you seem like you know what you're doing.
But Boruto did say, he says it's possible that activating the karma will cause him to emerge. So he's still kind of fearful of Momoshiki popping up.
Yeah. But now we find out why Momoshiki has been silent for the last 3 years.
Yeah, because Momoshiki said, fuck it, bro.
He said, there's no point. He said he's not going to give up control of his body. I can't resurrect, so I'm just here.
He said, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was about to say, this is making me feel like either Momoshiki is deceiving him and he really could take over if Boruto uses the karma cell, and Momoshiki was just lying and saying that pretty much influencing Boruto to use the karma cell, or Boruto from this point on might actually use the karma cell a lot more now that he has confirmation.
I think you're right as far as like if Boruto used the karma cell, Momoshiki might be able to figure out a way. But it's the fact that Boruto consciously chose to not use the karma cell and get as strong as he did. So he's like, what's the point? He's like, what's
the point? Is being
and then Momoshiki was in there like, bro, why did you came here willingly to talk to me? What the hell are you doing?
So now he's like, now he came here to willingly talk to him, and he's talking about something. Now you want to use my power,
right?
So I'm like, well, Momoshiki gonna take advantage of this opportunity for sure. Yeah, it would be funny if he awakens and he automatically goes to stab himself in the neck, and Boruto like stops him with like the other hand. He's like, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm ending this."
Bro, right on the jugular. I'm tired of this shit. Oh man,
no.
I was gonna ask you a question. I totally forgot what I was gonna ask. So,
damn, we were talking about the Carmicil Momoshiki.
Was it related to you?
Yeah, possibly taking over. I had a whole another question. I just can't remember what the hell it is. Go ahead. It'll probably pop back up. So y'all probably say something to trigger it.
Oh damn! Yeah, I completely forgot what we were discussing. It was pretty much just Momoshiki, possibly fooling Boruto. No, that's the point I brought up when you. Damn, I forgot.
All right. So about the whole point of it though, like, does this mean in Boruto's head, based off of what he's seen, he's like, well, based off of how strong I am, if I let Momoshiki take over, I think I can take down Jura. Or is he calculating as like him plus Kawaki can take down Jura if Momoshiki takes over?
I think it should be even without Kawaki. He should believe that he can't take down Jura. My thing though is he needs to figure out what's behind the wood style jutsu that is pretty much like a failsafe for Jura. Like anytime Jura gets like an arm blown off, a Renegon going, he can just pretty much. Bro. Yeah, he can pretty much do the wood style, and he's back to 100%. I think if Momoshiki has the keys to being that, he might not even need to fuse with Momoshiki.
He has Hashirama cells, bro.
Yeah, but how do you stop it?
I'm joking.
No, you might be cooking.
I mean, it's the wood style. The wood style shit. It's like it's healing and it's doing whatever. So yeah, it's like
the wood style absorbs chakra.
Yeah, absorbs chakra.
Yeah, and they're just basically balls of chakra. They're like tail beasts, so that's basically.
I mean, Jura and Matsuri were the only ones who was shown to use wood style though. So
yeah, but they're just pure chakra, is what I'm trying to say though. Like the wood style is most likely why he's able to like regenerate limbs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
The wood style is probably stealing the chakra from the humans and feeding it to the Shinju, pretty much. Like the wood style is like the catch-all. Like you can pretty much do anything with wood style.
I think Ikimoto might give us a big slip run around, and he probably might not even address because I've seen a lot of people want to know what's the secret behind the wood style that Jura's using, and I think Ikimoto's just it's like the niggas just using wood style, guys.
Yeah, like what's the big deal?
But I don't know. I'm more concerned with that big old black box that they have in their hideout, because that seems to be the one. But even because the roots of the trees, it look like it's just a whole bunch of roots underground. Maybe it's from an ancient god tree or something like that. But even that big old blocks, did it come into creation? Did Jura make it out of the claw marks out of nowhere? We know the claw marks is Shibai's original jutsu, so is that originally Shibai's box? I'll be thinking about shit like that.
Pause. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing, and I just feel like they could have beaten Jura if he didn't have if they knew a way to stop the wood style jutsu that he had. In that particular point, with no left leg, with no arm, without a Renegon, him beat up like that. If they found a way to cancel out that wood style, they probably could have beat him right then and there. And especially if you added him Wade or Sarada.
Then he probably would have got pissed off and then killed everybody though.
I don't know. I thought he was going all out. I thought there was a good chance he was going all out right there, and he almost died.
Nah,
because remember, Kashin Koji never took into consideration that Kawaki would show up without his limiters, and we still never even figured out specifically what Kashin Koji is seeing in the future now that Kawaki is unlimited. He could possibly be seeing hey, 30% of the future now instead of 1% has Kawaki and Boruto both defeating Jura.
Because I don't know, because that wood style, even because first of all, his demeanor was so calm and collected, and that wood style is so OP. He literally took point blank the strongest Kawaki Karma Blast we done seen in years. point blank, and nothing like the wood style itself was just chilling. Like he used wood style to block that. So I don't know. Even if they could have like that thing, like he has a lot more up his sleeve, bro. If he needs to.
On an Earth style jutsu could probably cancel it out. I don't know. Momoshiki would probably know the keys to it.
Bro, Kawaki is blasting through an Earth style wall. If somebody used a mud style wall or like an Earth style wall to try to block that type of blast, they're getting blasted through, bro. Juro didn't even like.
I'm saying hypothetically, if Kawaki or Boruto uses a Earth style jutsu that pretty much blocks and cancels out wood style, because for wood style you need Earth. If you just take out the Earth from underneath Jura,
they would have to
find Earth release and water release, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what would, but they would have to find a freaking Earth style user.
That's not hard.
Kakashi. That can keep it. I mean, like at that point, it's like you just gonna depend on like somebody who can use Earth style. I don't know. That's a reach to be like to defeat Jura. You're gonna depend on the Earth style user. Like,
right. It is 2025. Boruto has use of all 5 chakra natures, and I might even add in yin and yang. We gotta stop this.
And he uses none of them. Just like how Naruto had all changes in chakra nature, and he still uses the Rasengan. He's not going to use it, bro.
I mean, yeah, because he would probably, even if he could use it, and he doesn't, that just mean it's probably pointless. Because if he uses an Earth style to block out his wood style, I mean, Jura still has like tail beast bomb and like superhuman strength.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go the other way. Maybe they do something with water style to cancel out the wood style. I'm just saying, Momoshiki
that water style helps the roots grow. That shit gonna help the roots grow.
Yeah, it's just gonna be water and a plant at that point, and then wood release is earth and water like mixed together or some shit.
I think Boruto and Kawaki realize that you simply have to be stronger than him, but it's the fact that no matter how much they're powering up, they know that they can't beat him to death quite yet.
I think if he did if Momoshiki, if he was able to use Momoshiki's strength, I don't think it would be half as hard because he was going like toe to toe with him.
Yeah, and that's also what I wanted to say. I'm thinking Boruto wants Momoshiki to lend him in his power in the sense that not Momoshiki himself is going to take down Jura, but for the first time we're going to see a Boruto, possibly with the Horn State, but fully using, the second time because he used it first time versus Code in part 1, but fully using the Karma Seal while under complete control, you know what I'm saying? So I think we might see a Karma Boruto, like True Essence Karma Boruto, True Essence Karma Kawaki. They might be able to take down Jura. Like that might be enough power. And Boruto's whole bargain is like, okay, once that happens, Momoshiki, you can take control of my body. But then on the backside, Boruto already made another deal with Kawaki. Go ahead and kill me.
Yeah, true.
I'm like, Boruto is basically a model in like a different like regard. He's just making deals. That's why he be like making random deals with random people. Like, why would Boruto say this? It's because he already made a deal with somebody else to take care of this. That's why.
He probably waiting for the Kawaki and Momoshiki 1v1 like all of us. Like
he's like, all right, as soon as we kill Jura, boom, Momoshiki will pop up. But it don't gonna have Kawaki. Like you got contingencies, bro. So,
but my thing is like maybe I'm delusional. I think base Boruto and unlimited Kawaki, I thought they were stronger than Jura. They just didn't know how to figure out that wood style. Like, and hypothetically, if Momoshiki knows how to figure out the wood style, if he knows a hard counter to it, that's all Boruto and Kawaki really need. Just the information.
I don't really think the wood style was what was giving them trouble. If you look throughout the fight, though, it's like he used it mainly versus Boruto. He didn't use it against Kawaki. For real, he used it mainly versus Boruto, and Boruto had no problem like cutting the branches off and dodging it. It's like Jura resorted to using like tail beast bombs for real.
No, the main wood style jutsu that I'm talking about is how he pretty much canceled out Kawaki's move and healed himself all the way back to 100%.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're he shot like at that point Kawaki's shooting his strongest offensive attack. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying, he's doing something. It's not like he's not doing nothing to try to break Jura down. Like he's trying to kill him right there. And Jura's wood style can block that.
But we've seen multiple like jutsus where force itself or just the attack power isn't going to cancel out certain jutsus. Like hypothetically, if it's like the same properties as like the Yata mirror, of course not necessarily that because he's not reflecting it, but like if it's like the Yata mirror, you can't just fire a huge blast at the Yadamir and expect it to like destroy the Yadamir. Maybe Momoshiki knows like a hard counter to that specific wood style, use that pretty much blocked Kawaki's ability and heal Jura. Like, I think that's all they need, the information that Momoshiki has to potentially beat Jura.
I wouldn't disagree with that, but I don't think in Boruto, like in Kawaki's case, like Kawaki was more surprised that like, damn, he survived the blast as opposed to like, damn, he used wood style to block my jutsu. I think he was just more so like, that couldn't even kill him. Like, we really need to figure out a way to kill this guy. But if they because like if they were actually able to kill him with like their physical force, then the wood style would be a problem because the wood style would be that preventative measure. It's kind of like with Naruto, Sasuke, and Jigen. Like for Naruto, Sasuke to Jigen, they're closer to Jigen than Boruto and Kawaki are to Jura because Naruto and Sasuke had ways to kill Jigen. Like he wasn't that much stronger than him where they couldn't. Like Sasuke almost cut off his head and Naruto almost destroyed him with a Rasengan. But it was all the other factors like him shrinking and him having the knowledge of how to, maneuver around their abilities and jutsus. That's what made it harder. In Boruto and Kawaki's case, it's like they don't even have the power to kill him on the first place, so they can't even figure out a way around his hacks unless they get to like a power level.
And that's it. I think maybe I'm in the minority. I think they do have the power to kill him. They just don't know how to stop the wood style from healing him back to 100%.
I would love.
So they don't know how to kill him then.
Yeah, I mean, shit, bro.
If we're talking specifically power, I think they have the power to kill him. They just don't have the knowledge to kill him.
How do you kill him? Because we've seen even when you obliterate Hidari, right? He can be brought back to life.
With the soul
does Jura even have a soul
but I say I don't think Jura has a soul thorn.
Like, does Jura even have a host? How do you kill him? Kawaki stabbed him through the brain, bro.
He's an embodiment of the tail beast, so I don't even know how it will work for him.
I'm guessing it'd be just to obliterate like his entire body, but even still, like there's going to be a way to defeat him. It's probably like Boro, where you just have to figure out specifically what it is.
I think Momoshiki has the keys. Pull out a massive Rasengan. That's all. Massive Rasengan with one Kawaki Karma Blast.
But if Jura is similar to like, say he's similar to like a Kurama, if you destroy him, he can just respawn, can he?
He can, yeah. He would be able to respond technically.
Because they're just a ball of chakra. That's
so I think, Baro, you're right. And there might be some secret behind the
They're going to have to seal him, bro. He's going to get sealed.
The wood style might be the secret to how they can defeat Jura. As opposed to figuring out, like, how to get around it. They could use that, like, against him to defeat him. Maybe that can be, like, a permanent way to kill him. Because I'm thinking, even if you destroy his body, like, he can come back.
Well, that's why I'm saying the most likely way would be to seal him. You can see the Ososukis know like crazy sealing techniques. Like they sealed away what's his name? What's the half Osusuki on the moon? What's his name again? I can't remember his name. Toneri. Yeah, that's why he's not in the story right now because he's been sealed away. If you can seal away an Osusuki, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to seal away Jura.
Yeah.
They could fuck around, make a whole nother 9-tailed beast. Just take Jura, revert him to the 10 tails, and then make the Bijou again, or they remake the Shinju and bring them back as good people this time. That might actually be crazy.
No, that could. To be honest, I'll probably prefer that. Throw out now more Jinchurikis. But to be honest, I think if they killed Jura, I don't think he'd respond like regular tailed beast because he's not just tailed beast. Like he's plus code, plus a whole bunch of different chakras. Like I think if
that's
they
the thing,
Jura,
though, he is just chakra though. Like how
he's not. It's just chakra having all of those other things implemented into it.
Yeah, he'd respawn without the other things. He just respawn as the 10 tails.
I mean, if he's absorbed Code's chakra, like it's become a part of him now. So like whatever materials or genes are used to like absorb that, it's like then we're getting scientific because it's like you can't just say he would lose that if it's like he absorbed those things or like those things become a part of him. He might. He said Hidari came back with the claw grinds still wrapped around his body, like the claw marks.
Code said he grinded the chakra with his blood and iron. Like I don't think the iron has the reincarnation properties like as like a regular tailed beast or just real chakra.
I mean his claw marks are made out of like his blood and iron.
Yeah, but like hypothetically you kill Code, the claw marks aren't coming back. It's just the tailed beast.
No. I mean if you kill Code is like dying. But like if you kill
but if you kill,
because we seen Hidari, like he's the only Shinju we seen die and come back. So like Hidari died and then he came back with the claw march still. So
no, I get that, but with Jura specifically, if you kill him, all the other Shinju die. But also, I'm guessing the only thing that'll come back from Jura specifically would be his chakra, the chakra of the 10 tails, not the stuff that Code mixed in. Because the stuff that Code mixed in doesn't really have the properties of just like coming back to life, because it's not chakra.
Okay, I see what you mean. I mean, if you kill him to that extent to where like the other Shinju are dying, I think that would be like the permanent way to kill Jura, just like permanently. But I think like destroying Jura, like say they destroy Jura in a fight and like they don't see him anymore, right? I think the other Shinju will still be alive because they didn't permanently kill him. Like he's gonna come back and he might just be like, "Oh, that was interesting. Well, let's make adjustments," you know. But if they find a way to defeat him and the other Shinju disappear, that's a way to like permanently kill him. Like he wouldn't come back and just lose power. Like because if he's dying and the other Shinju are dying, I think Jura's staying dead then, or reverting back to like a mindless tailed beast.
Nah, like hypothetically, if they do him like how they did Hidari. Like all the other Jinchuriki, I mean not Jinchuriki, all the other Shinju, in my personal opinion, they're dead, and he comes back as just regular 10 tails.
That wouldn't make sense then.
How?
I mean, if he, because it would be like, I mean, if they explain it, that's how you just make him go back into a 10 tails. But like, if you kill him and they die, like everyone's dead. But like, if you destroy him in a battle, essentially we know that they can come back. He might be destroyed in that battle, but the other Shinju are still going to be alive because he's going to come back.
What's the difference between destroying and killing?
Destroying is like what happened to Hidari. Killing is what happened to Matsuri.
I thought that. Well, all right. My thing is, I don't think Jura has a soul thorn bulb. So like, if they
and also, and I was going to also add that, and then on top of the fact, we have to account like, does he even have a soul thorn? So like, if you destroy his body, what do you expect? Like, you know, with the other Shinju, we expect the soul thorn inside. Like with Jura, he's the embodiment of the 10 tails. What do we expect?
Mm-hmm. I expect that to be that. Like all the Shinju gone, all them disappear. Jura comes back as a 10 tails. That's that.
Well, then that's what I'm saying. That could be a way to like revert him back to a 10 tails. Then I don't think that's necessarily him dying. That's just him going back to like a 10 tails and like everything going back. Yeah. So yeah, we agree kind of in that same sense then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. I guess. But yeah, so if they do that, I think the arc is over.
The only thing is figure out what to do with like the 10 tails at that point. Like, like they would have to split it up into like consciousness or like I don't know, seal it or something.
We're giving Sasuke back a Rinnegan and we're forcing him to become the 10 tails Jinchuriki. Period. Point blank.
Now that you mentioned that, because Moegi came back, I think Sakura was saying like her chakra was depleted, she's malnourished and stuff. Like I'm like, my guy Sasuke's been in that tree for 2 years, so it's like, they're not coming back stronger, guys. They coming back bedridden.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, if he's gonna be better for at least a month, what are you doing? Yeah,
that's crazy.
But I think the only thing they need to do is like get around the wood style jutsu that pretty much heals them back to 100%. Well, that's pretty much it.
They could pull like some mumbo jumbo, like Hidari's soul thorn has a mind of its own and gives up its good side to Sasuke and just replaces it.
Next thing you know, Itachi's crow comes out of nowhere, throws side.
He's like, oh, I had the genjutsu placed on you 15 years ago. For this very moment. Nah, that nigga Itachi's goated.
Nah, yeah, that's crazy. But my thing is, I think it's possible that hypothetically Boruto, let's say Momoshiki says no, and Boruto, because he heard that Momoshiki can't take over his body, Boruto then starts to train with the Karma Seal, and he then gets the true essence. I don't think it's out of the realm possibility that he, from the true essence, he finds out a way to stop the wood style, because he'd get 1,000 years, or he pretty much get all of Momoshiki's knowledge at that point.
I mean, he might just. I think that compression Rasengan might be his strongest thing, like that when he shoots it out like a Rasendan.
Mm-hmm.
So that can probably pierce through Jura's wall. When you say stop it, do you mean like stop it in terms of like penetrate it, like say like an attack can break through, or do you mean like prevent him from healing?
Anyway, well, no, whatever he did to stop Kawaki's attack, I think that is what they need to stop.
So just like basically just break through his jutsu, then yeah. I mean,
either break through or just stop it altogether.
I mean, because if
like,
he
as I said,
activates it, it's still gonna sprout. Because like, I don't know if you can hear my niece is crying.
Yeah,
a tiny
a
bit.
A little bit. Okay. All right, but I was about to say I don't know because like I don't know if you count Boruto cutting off the branches of his wood style as like stopping it. I don't know because he cuts a lot of Juro's branches apart from like attacking and piercing him.
I wouldn't because he's still able to use it. For example, what
So
I talked about
render
earlier
it
is
like
like
incapable. Like I don't know. Like you want the shit nullified basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I think there's a way. I talked about earlier. Like if someone uses wood style, I mean, now if someone uses earth style, it just takes away all the earth from Jura's usable, from all the things that all the earth style that Jura could use. That would essentially stop wood style because he needs earth style to use wood style. Or if someone has a water jutsu, just take away all water from the playing field, so he can't use water style to create the wood style.
That wouldn't be possible because it would be like the water and earth are literally all around you.
But if you got
destroy part of the world to get that to happen, like you would have to do what
we've seen that in the war arc. We've seen that in the war arc.
So you're gonna destroy the world.
They resurfaced the entire battlefield to take away all Earth from specific use. Not even just for attack purposes. Even with modern Obito.
I mean, like Jura can pull the water from like the air. It's like there's. I mean, like as far as Earth style, because water, I don't know. That's even complicated more. But like, I don't know. It's just not. There's no way to stop somebody from using like. You can't stop Yamato from using wood style. You can't just stop him.
I think Momoshiki has a way.
That's not possible. That's not possible.
We got Boruto using the chakra of the earth. Like I think there's a way.
There's a way. Nah, that is ridiculous. But because it's like it's such a yang release type of jutsu. It's like you can't make it. You can't like the chakra. Like the karma seal can absorb it, I guess, because if it's blasted towards him, he can absorb wood jutsu with his karma. That's a way of but like there's no other way to, unless you like drug him to where he just can't use wood style. That's the only way. You drug him or you poison him.
Or the hard counter could just be Momoshiki. He's able to use wood style as well. If Boruto gets all of his knowledge and Boruto has wood style as well, you could just stop it.
That wouldn't like stop him from using it. That could probably like counter him, yeah. Or it would just be wood style versus wood style. But Jura would still actively be able to use wood style. If they want to figure out a way to take it out of his arsenal, or just figure out a way to fight him to where like they don't give him an opportunity to use wood style, that's more plausible. But you can't like stop the wood style like from being used itself.
Well, I don't necessarily mean the function of actually stop. Any way to hard counter it. Like for example, like if someone uses a genjutsu versus Jinchuriki, you can't necessarily just stop the genjutsu user from using the genjutsu. You can just counter it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, so that they would have to figure out that to get their way around Jura. But like when like with Naruto and Sasuke fought, like when Sasuke the second time in the Valley of the End at the end of Shippuden, Sasuke prevented him from using shadow clones for like the first 5 minutes of the fight because he understood, that's Naruto's strength. So like that can be a way like they can figure out to hard counter, like figure out a way to get Jura to prevent Jura from casting the jutsu throughout the entire fight. Like Sasuke was making sure Naruto was focused on hand-to-hand combat. Every time he went to use the signs, he would either like throw a kunai in between his fingers to disrupt it or use his own hands to create their own signs. So like they can figure out that type of way. I don't see how, but like they can find a plan to figure out, okay, if we fight Jura and divert his attention to this, just prevent him from using the wood style jutsu.
I think Momoshiki knows. That's the thing I think Momoshiki has over pretty much everyone here in this scenario. It's just information.
I want to see, as much as I want to see Momoshiki versus Jura, I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't think it's gonna be Momoshiki versus Kawaki.
So you don't think Momoshiki is gonna take Boruto's offer, or you think he is going to take Boruto?
I think the offer is going to be Boruto himself is going to use the karma power, and he's going to have enough to team up with Kawaki and defeat Jura together. And then after that, Momoshiki pops up, and that becomes Kawaki's problem.
I think Momoshiki takes the offer. I think Momoshiki takes that motherfucker.
I mean, I don't know if that's what I'm saying. I think he takes the offer, but I don't know if like the offer is like Momoshiki himself to defeat Jura or Boruto to use his power to do. Because Boruto technically says, but he says, lend me your power. And then he says, if you can defeat Jura, I'll give you my body. What I'm like, well, if he's defeating Jura, doesn't he already have your body?
True. My thing is, like, if that was the case, I think Boruto could learn that without the help of Momoshiki. That you could just practice with the Karma Seal.
He would have done so if he could have. It's been 3 years. I think he used as much Otsutsuki. I mean, he uses time space ninjutsu and he uses flight. So it's like, and he can mask his chakra. So it's like he's tampering a bit into Momoshiki's power, but he's just being careful.
Well, but it could just be genetics. Like that's something because he's supposed to be 100% Otsutsuki, just powers that they naturally have.
I mean, he's using technically. He's only been using the natural Otsutsuki powers, but I mean, shit. Other than Rinnegan, it was the same thing we see Momoshiki do. The teleport. Well, they teleport differently because Boruto uses the flying Raijin style to teleport. But other than that, like teleportating, flying, and technically, like canon-wise, you can say Momoshiki has mastered chakra because when he first popped up in front of Naruto, Naruto didn't sense him until he was right in front of his face.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, those 3 basic abilities Boruto's been using.
Well, quick question: if we're and this might be changing the subject a tiny bit. If we're looking at them as strictly just chakra, what's stopping Boruto from playing a fake god tree?
What do you mean?
Yeah, how would he play a fake god tree? You talking about the god tree that what's the name of that?
Yeah, when Orochimaru pulled up and pretty much Hakkai'd old boy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name though.
Victor.
Victor, yeah, there you go. He made that fake god tree.
Yeah, and that god tree was just like snatching up all chakra in sight.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit dangerous to do though. I don't know, but I get what you're saying because it's going to go after the strongest chakra they can sense. So, but
and it's a tree.
So what do you mean though? By like Boruto making a veiled god tree though, like feeding himself to some of the Shinju.
Say it again. I interrupted.
I mean, like, no, I'm saying like by feeding himself to some of the Shinju. That's all.
Nah, it wouldn't be Boruto feeding himself to Shinju. Whatever the scientists did that caught an outsider, which I think Amada probably has the keys to, they could just redo that.
I mean, they use Hashirama cells to do that. That's why that drone started tweaking out. Victor was using Hashirama cells. He used the old God Tree Ranch, and he mixed that drone up with some Hashirama cells.
That shit was going nuts.
He said, "Fuck it, let's see. Let's run it. Let's see what it do."
In fact, but I'm pretty sure the Hidden Leaf Village also got some Hashirama cells.
They got them. They got it on stock.
Bro, they got
Hashirama cells, bottom shelf.
Yeah.
Mid, regular, gas. They got Hashirama cells in stock. That's not a problem.
They got the exotic Hashirama cells. What you want? Hey, what do you want? That's funny. That was a good one.
I think that's the way to beat them. This is my opinion. You could probably throw in, hey, this is why you gotta watch anime stuff. Boruto's dropping the ball, bro. That's how I be coming. That's how I be coming.
I mean, we don't know. We still gotta see, like, they gotta plan it out because right now Boruto is still going step by step. You feel me? So we don't know. He's making this deal with Momoshiki. It's because now we finna see Boruto next time because he made another deal. Like, he's out here making deals behind people's back. At this point, I know the type of guy Boruto is. So I once we see something and we gotta question it regarding him, it's because he's done something else behind our backs that justify why he's doing that.
What if Momoshiki knows that though and says, "Fuck you, bro, die"? Like, I know you're trying to trick me.
I mean, at that point, it's just a matter of confidence. Kawaki thinks he could take down Momoshiki. Momoshiki thinks he's gonna kill Kawaki.
My thing is, like, it could be a 200 IQ play from Boruto, where it's like if he introduces all these things
on have 200 IQ.
Yeah, pick on that because he's a singularity. Kashin Koji isn't really in tune with all the things that Boruto's doing. So what Boruto could be doing is just introducing a whole bunch of stuff onto the chessboard, so where in the future, when Kashin Koji actually gets the update, he could then see if it will work or not.
Probably. I think I think he's really just like throwing shit in the air, like he's shooting. He's just throwing up shot. Like, at this point, if I don't shoot, that counts as a miss. Like,
his last one was green with Kawaki. His last one was green.
It was green, and then if you hit on blackjack, you just hit a full hand. Like, I don't know about y'all, I'm betting again. Boruto took a gamble.
Nah,
like,
bro, I'm taking my winnings.
I'm gonna pull up to the battlefield. He's like, man, Kawaki,
this dude's a real gambler.
Kawaki showed up.
He said, "I'm winning a full thing. I'm going again. Nah, I'm taking my winnings and going home."
Hey, that's what Boruto did. He bet, he gambled. Kawaki came through. He greened. Yeah. He was like, "Fuck it." He said, "Run me again, gambler." He said, "Run me again, Dylan."
I'll bet 50% of my winnings. I ain't going on.
I ain't betting the whole thing. That's crazy.
But no, I completely understand. Boruto, he got to be feeling confident as a singularity. But the only thing is, like, when is Kashin Koji gonna get the update? Because if this is the case, I'm pretty sure he is like gonna probably rely on Kashin Koji's information.
I feel like once something happens, maybe that's so dramatic that didn't happen in the future he saw. So maybe like the thing that Boruto does that causes the changes isn't going to invoke the update, because if that was the case, he would have got the update in chapter 15 when Boruto had the conversation. But the results of whatever situation, like if it diverges from the future, then he's going to get that update. So if Kawaki probably would have heard Boruto like, man, I ain't listening to him, like I'm not worried about that, and not get his limiters removed, I think the future that Kashin Koji saw, like Boruto would have died on the battlefield. But since Kawaki did end up showing up in that moment where that change comes, where Boruto is supposed to die, but then he doesn't die, boom, Koji gets the update. So as far as now, I don't know what moment it could be where he gets a new update.
It's kind of weird though, because the way he states is like he sees not infinite possibilities, but let's say thousands of possibilities. None of the possibilities that he saw involve Kawaki getting his limiters removed.
Not this early.
Yeah, not this early. Okay, makes sense.
Not this early.
Yeah, because Boruto said it'll happen eventually.
Do it soon, but Boruto like, do this shit now.
Like, we need you now.
Yeah. So in a way, like I kind of give Kashin Koji flack because Boruto been doing the most. Like, you feel like Boruto just been doing the most. They changed all possible futures. That's why everybody like anything Kashin Koji predicts is wrong. Nah, it's just Boruto doing Boruto stuff. It's just
Boruto doing Boruto stuff.
It's like you just show a kid a new feature on like a computer device. Like, you could do this instead of doing that, right? Boruto like, what? Say that. Say less. He said, "Hey, Kawaki, guess what?
Did you know that you can lock your computer using Windows L?"
He said, Windows L.
Yo, so like, all right, so I'm gonna switch up the topic a little bit. We got pretty much 4 things is going on in this chapter right now. You got Moegi being revived, Momoshiki's arrival, Kurama, and the love triangle between Boruto. I'm forgetting names right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Sarada and Sumire. Yeah. Out of all those 4 scenarios, what's the most interesting to you guys? I'm thinking I probably already know this. Probably a dumb question because we've been talking about it for like the last hour. But you guys,
it's gonna be Momoshiki. A lot of people do. I talked about it earlier. But a lot of people are talking about the love triangle with Boruto, Sarada, and Sumire. I think it'll eventually be a love diamond. And Ada's going to be involved. She even got involved in this particular chapter. She didn't necessarily connect with them yet, but she's pretty much breathing down the communications or the comm unit to pretty much page into them and talk to them. So I think eventually, you feel me, it'll be a diamond.
I do think the most interesting thing is the Momoshiki. Like, that shit is just like, niggas been waiting for that since.
Yeah, I didn't expect
it. And then it's up there though. It's up there with that. And y'all know I've been talking about Kurama the last few pods. Like, I'm trying to see if dude remembers Boruto. They didn't give us that, but we got some Kurama content, and even better than that, we got Kurama and Himawari training. So I was all with that. And like I said, bro, for me personally, it's like I think in the spoilers, it's like after Sarada confessed her feelings, like Sumire was like she knew the whole time. I'm like, well, Sumire and the whole fandom knew. I guess just Sarada was the only person who didn't know this. Like, yeah, we know you like Boruto, but the thing I take out of that conversation, like the main thing I take out of that conversation, is like her goal and how she intertwines that into her becoming Hokage. I like that. It adds a lot of development for the character of Sarada, because it connects to like her Uchiha type of history and like the upbringing where like they have their mind on a goal, or you have your mind set on something. That's the only thing you want to accomplish. So it's like even with Sasuke, when he told Sakura in a more harsh way, obviously it's watered down with Boruto and Sarada, but like Sasuke's like, you think I have time to pursue relationships? Like, I'm out here trying to get revenge. Like, it's get back season. So in Sakura's case, it's like, nah, it's time to be Hokage. I can't think about how I feel about Boruto, what I may feel about Boruto. But she's like, fuck that. That shit make me even stronger. I feel like I could be Hokage with that. So I was like, yeah, this is good development, obvious development, but very good development still. You know?
How do y'all feel about like Boruto actually acknowledging Kurama and Himawari as one? Well, I mean, he didn't say anything about it, but he was sitting on the rooftop and he said,
he was looking. I don't know. Did they have any dialogue together?
They didn't have any dialogue together, but he was on the rooftop looking at Himawari doing the image training.
It's just a sad world, man.
He just said Kurama, like he
can't even console his little sister. He can't even be there.
Yeah, you didn't see that part? Hold on, let me see.
I might have to.
Yeah, he's like watching her. I saw the panel where like
you only see his feet. You don't see Boruto.
No, I think there was a shot where he's sitting down on the roof.
Yeah, he was sitting down on the roof. But you can only see
the spoiler I saw.
Oh,
there was a full shot of Boruto. We see.
Yeah. That's when he goes and he does his like when he talks to Kurama. He closes his eyes and then goes to that. Okay. Oh, I said Kurama, Momoshiki. My bad.
Yeah, I got you. I know what you meant.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it right now. That's the only reason why. Hold on. I'm trying to find that part.
There was something where it made it clear that the tail beasts weren't like affected by omnipotence. Do you remember what that was?
No.
Were or weren't?
Weren't.
Or not.
Like
I'm still waiting on the confirmation, so I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see anything about that.
I think it might have been a Jura conversation with Boruto last.
We were talking about. I mean, because he called Kawaki Uzumaki, but then he says like something that should be related to Boruto, not to Kawaki Uzumaki. Where like Kawaki only cares about Naruto, but that should be true in Boruto's history, not Kawaki. So it's like ambiguous. I think it's ambiguous. But you are right though. It's low key a confirmation, but Ikimoto's playing. He's like, you got to be quicker than that.
So maybe Kurama might have some sort of roles like in regards to omnipotence. We haven't necessarily seen him like confirm or deny omnipotence to Himawari. Whereas Himawari, I think she wants to defend whoever, like Kawaki and Boruto. So it's like.
I want to see like that's why I really want to see like the full dialogue, especially from Himawari and Kurama. I wouldn't mind if they kept it strictly about training, but it seems like they kept all of the dialogue between them about training. So we don't even know like the state of events, like how Kurama perceives things or what he already has told Himawari. I feel like they've only been talking about like how she can get stronger and better at using his power.
I think that was done purposely at the same time too. Though,
I mean,
she even said, "Yo, we're not done talking. Like, where you going?"
Like, there's a lot of stuff that we want to know. Kurama, he out here trying to take naps.
They are all screen merchants, to be honest, Boruto. So it's possible the conversation's already happened. Yo, speaking of all screen merchants, do you think it's possible that Kashin Koji told Boruto to talk to Momoshiki?
Nah. This is another head scratcher for Kashin Koji. He's about to be like, "Are you serious?" Yeah, he definitely did not give the green light for that.
And do you think that he can see in Boruto's mind space? Like, I know he can see infinite possibilities, but do you think that he can see what people are imaging in their heads? Though, like,
but he could probably see like
he
could probably see a future where Boruto tells him like, "Yo, I talked to Momoshiki and he helped me," and then he probably sees a future where Momoshiki and Boruto defeat Jura.
Yeah. I know he can't see inside the psyche. That's like that's not even seeing the future. That's seeing different dimensional planes. That's like a whole different.
Yeah.
That's like Ada seeing it.
I'm about to say Ada. Wasn't Ada able to do something similar to that though?
Nah, she wasn't.
Well, she saw their hideout. We don't know where their hideout is at. If it's on Earth or it's in another dimension. But actually, she's able to see when Cole was building the clock. She can see everywhere. Yeah, Ada can see wherever the fuck she want to see.
That's not the lesson to that head. I think that's kind of like the same as Ino's communication. It's like she can't necessarily.
Right. She can't hear that. True.
She can't hear that. She can see like you guys. Like if you're all just there and just being silent, she can probably like, what are they doing? But she can't hear what they're saying through Ino's communication. That's the only loophole.
Yeah. Well, I mean, complete change subject.
No. You good? We got a super chat. J8 says a $5 donation. Thank you, bro. He says something very impactful that I agree with. Matsuri was useless. We didn't even see her battle in the manga or her techniques. Unless Matsuri can still manifest in Moegi and still be an enemy. No, that's actually interesting because Boruto, he didn't look like
That's what I'm saying. That's why Boruto was grilling. He's like, bro, let her pop out and say something funny. Like, let her get out.
Yeah. You know it didn't seem like Boruto was convinced that was actually Moegi, or maybe he's like, because I mean, he's been looking like that though since fucking chapter 1. Though honestly, like he's been having a stale face, so it's kind of hard to really assume what he's thinking just by facial expressions. But I don't know.
That would be nice though if Moegi came back like half and half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I think she was useful to me. I feel like that one nigga. She was very beautiful to me, but I think she was useful in that she made it.
Nah, that's an OG. That's an OG right there.
But I felt the reason why she was useful is just to show Konohamaru is still not at that level yet. Like I talked about this going into the arc. I said, yo, it's either Sarada or Konohamaru gonna make it known that they're on that level. It was Sarada. Like, let's be honest. Like, it wasn't even close. So I think that's what that's the usefulness for me. Confirm that Konohamaru wasn't on any sort of level to become a Hokage.
I mean, she was just Matsuri was like what you said. She's like an off-screen merchant. Because if you think about it, like her body work, her count, right? She took care of Team Gaara and Team Shinki, right? She put Gaara in a comatose, and she almost killed Konohamaru, right? So I mean. Ryu's the only one that actually got a body. Jura got like no name body. We don't care about the Jonin that Jura killed and the Jonin that Hidari killed. But like low key, like she got accolades. It's only Bug that ain't really do shit.
Yeah, I think we said or why he's saying she's useless because she doesn't have any on-screen action. It's all off-screen. Like she killed. Or, she bodied Gaara, but we didn't see that though. It was
we saw her almost kill Konohamaru, but at the same time, I'm not going to give you props for almost killing a guy that I don't normally give props to anyway. I guess. I mean, yeah, technically, yeah.
They got to do something in the anime, bro. They can't do us like how they did us with.
Nigga, the entire fight was sitting on top of those rocks, bro, and then being encapsulated by her freaking wood style like collarbones, bro.
I mean, I want to see at least a little skirmish. I don't want it to be like how it was with Sasuke, Gaara, and what's his name?
Urashiki,
yeah. I always forget bro name. I don't want it to be like that where we just get like little blasts on the floor and then Sasuke get his chakra pulled out and it's like really no fight on screen.
I mean, that's literally what the manga did.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
they might give us a little like they might give us a little like 30-second clip of Gaara fending them off. I don't think we're gonna see like Shinki.
30 minutes is long as hell.
No, 30 seconds.
I think he said 30 minutes. I was like, damn, a whole episode.
I'd love it. An episode and a half. Give me that.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
Yeah, but to be honest, I do think all the Shinju are going to get like longer scenes when anime comes out. I think that would 100% be the case. So, if Machi and Gaara or Machi versus Gaara was like a huge thing that they didn't include in the manga, I would expect them to include at least a longer scene.
They might at least show us the fight start where like maybe Shinki's team is no longer being able to fight, but now we're just going to see Gaara versus Matsuri because I feel like the anime is going to have so much focus on like the Ryu fight in the future. They're not going to debut with Shinki first and seeing the Iron Sand with him. Like we might not see them fight until we see Yodo and them join against Ryu later on.
So you're saying that they ain't going to have a budget for the Gaara and Matsuri fight?
Nah, they might. That's still going to be extended because it's like say they show up at the fight before Gaara is incapacitated, but after Shinki is incapacitated. So like we see Gaara versus Matsuri, but we don't see like them when they all first entered the fight, and we know that she took care of Team Shinki first, and then Gaara was the last man standing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd appreciate the Boruto writers for giving me rent content. That'd be a nice video that day if you don't include that video.
You said rent content. You said rent content. I was like,
rent content. It'll be basically
so I can pay my rent. That'd be crazy.
It'll be basically when they cut out the Urashiki and Sasuke battle, bro. Like, what are we doing here? We've been waiting for this for years,
bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like maybe Boruto being off screen for so long, they're like going to work on some of the issues that they had with.
They got to.
Yeah, they like. I feel like they have to.
Yeah, it reminded me of when the Akatsuki were formed. Like they showed all of them being recruited, but they didn't show any of the fights. They didn't show any. They showed Itachi versus Data, and that's pretty much it. Like,
I'm about to say we got Itachi versus Data, but yeah, you just said that.
Yeah. Damn.
Was that the only one we got for real?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
Pain against Orochimaru was like, I think it was in a video game or something like that.
I don't even remember that.
I don't remember it either. But I don't play a lot of the video games, so it's.
I had that as one of my
crazy.
back in the day.
Bro, I don't play video games like that, so.
Yeah,
it's just the point of me just not playing video games. So I haven't played it. Like sometimes I'll watch on like YouTube and stuff. Like if they have like the story modes. Like that's how I saw.
Pretty much.
What's his name? His damn.
Madara's Mangekyo ability.
No, not Madara. Shisui's Susanoo, yeah, because it's only in the video game.
Yeah, that green shit. They didn't fuck a nigga up in the game, bro.
I thought this was orange.
Nah, his shit is green. Itachi's is orange.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, okay. And it had like red eyes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, I remember. I was about to look it up. Like, bro, no, it's not. Yeah, you're right.
Said, sir, you're capping.
You're capping, sir. I like how the video games do that though. Like they fill in blanks that the anime didn't catch. Yeah. So most likely, maybe we'll get the Orochiki, Sasuke, and Gaara fight in a video game. Maybe it extended it like that way, which I think will be cheap, but at least we'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
And the video game animation be a lot better too, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because they have a whole bunch of time to create 30 seconds.
Yeah, true.
30-second animation. Yeah, I did have a question about Himawari though. Like, hypothetically, she does the full Kurama transformation, like what Eight Tails does with Edo. Like, I forgot his actual name, but what he does with Edo. So how strong would Himawari be?
She's up there.
I mean, she was punching it out with Jura when she was like just
a one tails.
Yeah, well, not even just a one tails, just manifesting Kurama's power. Just realizing that she had it, she was able to box with Jura. Obviously, she didn't win, but training with Kurama and like getting all of Kurama's chakra, I think she'll be on Jura's level, if not close to it.
And then she's gonna have the Byakugan. I think
that'd be crazy.
I think she's gonna be like, because we gonna get stronger than Jura after Jura. Like KB gonna be stronger than Jura. So like, I think right now everybody under Kawaki, Boruto, Sarada, everybody under them, as far as cast wise, they might like the most important ones under them. So maybe figures like Himawari, Mitsuki, they might be hitting Jura's level, or like figures like Himawari for sure, she's gonna be Jura level. But once we get past Jura level, like that might be her max, her cap out might be like Jura level. Because I'm still even thinking right now, I don't even know if I think Jura probably, like, just with the confirmation of how he did against what's the name, against Boruto and Kawaki, now I can say I think he is actually stronger than Baryon Naruto. So
who, Jura? Sorry, I'm mentally checking out.
Yeah, Jura.
Okay, my bad. Bro, I just be like, I start daydreaming and don't hear what nobody's saying. My bad.
You good. I think he's probably stronger than Baryon Naruto, but I think he's the only. Nah, I can't say only because my nigga Damon. So I think him and Damon might be the only exceptions, but they're the ones that are touching like that level. And then once we get past that, people like Himawari are going to be at that level.
But let's say right now, let's say chapter 26, a crash out scenario happens, Jura plus all the Shinju attack the Hidden Leaf Village, and Kurama forces Himawari to give over control, and he turns into the full Nine Tails. How strong is that little cat or the little fox?
I would say this. I think if they were to go full out, like everything they're capable of doing, maybe she might do as good as she's gonna do better than what she did last time because she's a little bit more used to the power.
Yeah,
but
I thought that was one Tails Himawari.
Boruto did very, very good against Jura.
No,
Kawaki did really, really good against Jura. So I don't think she goes that far, but it's gonna be a problem.
Why do you call it one Tails Himawari?
She had all 9 of her hairs. Her hair turned into all 9 tails. She ain't finna transform like Naruto.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna get the chakra cloak and everything.
I think it's possible. I think she can. Like, the reason why I say it's one tails. The reason why I say it's one tails Himawari, I think it reminds me a lot of when Naruto tapped into Karma in part 1 of Naruto. I think in Naruto used to always have the one tails cloak pop out, except for when he fought against Sasuke. I think when he fought against Sasuke, he had the 3 tails cloak pop out. But what we see with Himawari specifically was just like a one tails, where she just had the eyes turn red and stuff like that. Whereas, like, I think if she gets
her
3 tails,
her hair turned into like 9 strands though.
But it's not the same. Like, for example, when Naruto turned into like 7 or 8 tails versus Pain, like it was a completely different scene. Like,
but it wasn't because Kurama was trying to take over Naruto's body though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, same how eight tails has the full transformation with the eight tailed beast, and he turns into the 8 tails. Like, hypothetically, if that happens with Himawari, how strong would she be? Man, because they are cooperating, like how 8 tails cooperates with his Jinchuriki.
Yeah, but the 8 tails he kind of like he kind of mimics. The reason why that happens is because they mimic an octopus. I think that's just like the plot with him and the 8 tails. I don't think that Himawari and Kurama is going to have that same exact relationship where she can just like transform into a Kurama. Maybe, I don't know. Anything's possible.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. I think the most realistic situation is going to be she gets the chakra mode, same thing with Naruto, and then she gets like the chakra mode plus the I guess the second KCM2 called that, and then she gets Sage 1. I think that would probably be like the most realistic progression of Himawari. But there is a possibility that Karma can utilize that form. That's why I positioned it as, let's say, 26 crash out scenario, Himawari chakra mode, and Karma has to take control. How strong is the little fox?
You know, well, is it insane for me to say that I don't even want her to get a chakra mode?
I was about to say I don't think she's gonna get a chakra mode. I think like how they drew her, like her hair, like she might get like her hair itself, like it's gonna turn into the tails, and then she might get like ears, like her hair might point up as well, like to showcase like ears and stuff.
Yeah,
and her whiskers might widen, but like she ain't gonna get a chakra. I don't think. Because like even they describe it as different, so they're like they're saying she's not a Jinchuriki, she is kind of, but like it's not. So, and even with Naruto, he was already different from the other Jinchuriki because it wasn't like he could pop up Kurama like how Killer Bee popped up Yuki. It was only like the avatar, and Kurama only popped up physically in like the last movie. So I think with Himawari it might be different also, but either way, regardless, whatever she pops up as a fox, she pops up as a chakra mode. Chapter 26, if she crashes out. I think as far as like power wise, they might be like it's gonna be a problem for them. Like whoever is fighting them is not gonna be easy, and Jura is gonna realize she's gotten stronger. And what she already did, like her tail beast ball, like fresh out the womb, she popped open. She was like, "Bro, I'm gonna shoot a tail beast bomb," and that was able to cancel out Jura's beast. Mind you, Jura is fresh out the womb too, but he got like 3 days on her versus 1 day. You feel me? So it's like the potential, like Kurama said, the potential is always there, but she can't win off potential alone. So
yeah,
but I think it's a problem. It's definitely a problem. Like physically, like force wise, it's a problem.
And then like Kurama was telling her like she's basically a tail beast. He said he said you're just a ball of chocolate, like we was talking about before. He was like, just think of yourself as being the same as me and Jura.
So I don't even know, bro. Like the potential, like I'm thinking like strongest in the verse at this point with just off of that alone. But then I'm thinking like, then you got this nigga Boruto with the Momoshiki Kurama seal. You got hacks abilities with the manga. I don't know. So it's top tier for sure. Top 5, not 5 for sure. But I can't tell you anything other than that.
Bro, like even like without Boruto using Kurama's powers, don't you think that at this point him Kawaki and Himawari could take Jura down by themselves? Like, I mean, not by themselves, I'm sorry, all together, like as a team?
I mean, it's a stacked lineup. If you throw in Damon, yes, absolutely. I know for a fact David can whoop this nigga Jura. It's just that they're not gonna be in the same vicinity together because of that very reason.
Bro, you should have saw how I just rolled my eyes all that's like, bro.
I mean, even going beyond that, just for that same very reason, because they will have to explain why Kawaki, Boruto, and Himawari are fighting together with all of these power-ups and they can't defeat Jura. So they're not gonna put them in a scenario where all 3 of them can fight Jura together.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just thought that would be like
It would be, but I don't think they will do it. That's my personal opinion. I don't think they don't want to explain why they couldn't. And they rather just go with this guy is too strong.
Bro, you got 4 powerhouses, and you got Sarada too. Like
exactly.
But if he could just go back to 100%, he could have infinite stamina.
But if Sarada like just sucks bro up into a black hole and disintegrates him, then what?
Exactly. Ain't shit. Then nothing.
That wood style seemed like it could cancel everything. It canceled Quark's ability.
Nah, I think it just blocked it though, because you saw the smoke and the debris. It was just like it's sturdy, you know. It was sturdy.
See, again, I think it just goes back to my original point. I think Kawaki and Boruto alone could beat Jura. It's just they don't know how to stop the wood style.
We need to worry about. It's crazy. Jura got this much clout. He's not even a final villain, bro. It's a real problem. We trying to figure out how to get past this nigga, bro.
Yeah, but my idea with Himawari, and I guess that's why I don't think you guys are kind of like thinking about the way I'm kind of thinking about it, which is 100% justified. It's 100% possible that Himawari takes a completely different arc. But like, I think foretells Himawari, like when Naruto fought against Orochimaru and Tenchi Bridge, or when I guess 8 Tails fought against Mangekyo Sasuke the first time. If she goes to that foretell state where she turns black, but I think she's stronger than Jura at that point.
I don't think she gets that state.
That's the thing. I don't think she gets that state. That's
because the whole reason why Naruto had that is because it was the stages of Kurama taking over his body. Like Kurama was trying to actually take over.
I think that's just a state. Like 8 Tails did it. Like
Naruto was burnt. He was damn near burnt to a crisp. Like all his skin was pretty much singed off when
I don't think, because I think if she literally herself is considered, if she can consider herself chakra, I don't think we should like think like her steps to obtaining the power or getting more used to the power is going to be the same as like other Jinchuriki or even Naruto. It's going to be different. I don't think she gets any of those transformations that we've seen. Like the only similar one was that first one that we've seen, and I think they're just going to build off of that.
I agree with you.
Because they would have gave her like normally, even when Boruto gets taken over by Momoshiki, he gets a chakra cloak. Like we see, like she had no chakra flow. Like she had the chakra floating soon as she said Jura like leave Inojin alone, and then we see next chapter it's just straight up her eyes are changed, her hair is changed, her nails are grown, and her whiskers are grown. She don't get no chakra cloak whatsoever.
Yeah, Naruto didn't either when he first tapped into Kurama.
But he gets like 1 tails, 2 tails, 3 tails. Like she doesn't get none of that.
He didn't get all that in the shooting exam when he fought against Kiba.
But he had he had the ears, he had the things like glowing around him. That's what I'm saying that Himawari doesn't have.
And that was just Kurama's chakra leaking at that.
Yeah,
like he was.
And they describe it as like it's the same. So it's like it's her. She like just like using more of her own power. Like I don't know.
You can consider it as the chakra leaking, but I think it was more of Naruto reaching for that chakra, whereas Himawari, she could pretty much, it's more reticent for her. Same thing with 8 Tails. It was more reticent for him as well, which is why he got all the transformations. I think Himawari has all the transformations already.
I just don't think she's going to go through that progression. I don't think that's.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't think so, but we'll see if they do it. But I really don't think. I think the next time we see her fight with Kurama's power is going to be like that. And the change might be like her Byakugan, but we're not gonna see like a chakra cloak.
This is why I think we disagree. The next time she fights, I think we're gonna get the bubbling skin. I think that's the next time.
Nah, I don't think so.
We getting that. We getting the cloak.
Like, because the reason why that was happening to Naruto is because it was like a conflict between him and Kurama.
No, it wasn't, because 8 Tails had the same thing. He didn't have a conflict with 8 Tailed Beast.
I mean, yeah, they can use that chakra cloak as like a bubbly skin, even like willingly or unwillingly, because 8 Tails did. But the thing is, that's the thing though. Like she's fundamentally different from 8 Tails and Naruto, so it wouldn't be like a because that even regardless of it for both of them, there's an external source of chakra that they're utilizing to have that. In her case, she doesn't have an external source of chakra. It's simply like her and Kurama living there.
Yeah, well, Kurama said.
I think it is an external source. I think it's an external. They're making it seem like they're one, but they're still not one. They should think of it as they're one because it's a way to view a Jinchuriki, but it's still an external source. I'd consider Kurama an external source.
They're one body.
I mean,
they
because
have their own consciousness, basically.
The reason I say this is because think about it. When she fought Jura, right? Kurama is not going to let her die in a situation, right? And we've seen, especially after Kurama and Naruto became friends, he's able to forcibly, take over Naruto's body and act through in his own regard. When she is getting chased by Jura and she's screaming out to Kurama, he's literally sitting there saying, I can't do nothing. It's up to you. And we've never seen that happen before.
That's true.
We've never seen that happen. He literally said, you have to do this, Himura. Like, I can't leak out chakra. I can't act like you have to literally just do this. And she just
activated her power. With Naruto too, like we like switch with me. Like
he literally told Naruto switch with me, and he started talking through his body. He's like, he told Himura, I can't do nothing. So that's why it's fundamentally different. They're building it differently.
Yeah. Professor
I think at that time, Naruto knew how to tap into Kurama's power. He just didn't want to. And I think with Himawari, she just never done it before, so she didn't know how to.
But even then, that's what I'm saying. Kurama could have been like, here, I will lend you a hand, like he's done to Naruto countless amount of times. Let me lend you a hand. But he literally sat there while they're on Dev's door being chased by the Ten Tails and said, it's up to you.
Like even the pain situation, he said he was so angry at that time. Like he
even got angry on Naruto, even though he didn't fuck with Naruto at that point. He still got angry with whatever was going on between what's the name, Naruto and Pain.
Nah, again, I think that's a way we could pretty much clearly see. Naruto always knew how to tap into it, whereas Himawari doesn't. Like, so when Kurama says, "Hey, I'll hand you," or "I'll help you," it's asking Naruto, "Hey, will you use my chakra?" Whereas Himawari just never knew how to use the chakra.
But okay, so then in part one, all the times when Naruto would get angry and Kurama would be like, "Yes, more," you know what I'm saying? More. He would leak out. Kurama would leak out his chakra purposefully so Naruto could use it. He couldn't do that for Himawari. He said, "You have to access this chakra on your own." He couldn't leak it out. So that's why.
He's not giving her any power. Basically.
I don't think y'all understand. Hypothetically, Himawari was in that situation. Kurama leaked out the chakra. Himawari wouldn't know how to tap into the chakra.
But even if he leaked that out, the chakra, hypothetically, we would notice the difference. Because when Kurama's leaking out chakra in young Naruto or old Naruto, like his eyes changes, he begins to grow like the teeth growls.
Because Naruto would choose to tap into it. Like, remember when Kashin Koji threw Naruto in that ditch and forced him to tap into it?
Kashin Koji?
It was... Jiraiya, you know what I'm talking about. Jiraiya threw Naruto in a ditch and forced him to tap into Kurama's chakra. Kurama's chakra has already been leaking, but it's just that Naruto never chose to tap into it. Whereas now, I was about to do it again. Jiraiya is forcing Naruto to tap into it to summon Gamakichi or Gamabunta.
I know what you're trying to say, but I'm saying, but even with Himawari, the reason why it's different with Himawari and Kurama is because of the situation that they were in. Like, she was gonna die and she was screaming for help, and they already are both cohabiting. So like they both are like in complete agreement with each other. So it's not like Kurama's inhibiting her chakra usage or anything, or like he was when he was blocking Naruto's chakra throughout most of his childhood. He's not tampering with her or nothing. And actively getting shot at by Biju bombs, he's saying, I can't do nothing. So normally he would be like, okay, I'll give you a boost of chakra. Let me lend you some of my chakra. And she's actually calling him to like, I need your help. Like, figure out like, and he's like, I can't do. You're gonna have to figure this out on your own.
Yeah, because his chakra was already there. She has to accept it. Whereas Naruto, it was more of like he could always accept it, but he just never chose to. And Karma had to ask him, like, will you accept my help? And that's kind of why
Kurama was able to take over Naruto without permission.
That's the thing. That's Byron. He's able to. Kurama's influence is able to, without Naruto's consent, if it's strong enough, he's able to do what he wants.
Even in like a time slip arc, you see him like lose control and almost killed. What was it, Jiraiya or something like that? I can't remember who. I think he
almost killed her on the Tenchi Bridge.
No. I'm talking about in a time slip arc in Boruto.
Oh yeah, he almost killed Boruto.
Oh, he almost killed Boruto.
Yeah,
it's because the only time where Naruto would try to use it is when he'd get mad, which is why Karma would try to goad him into getting mad.
Like, for example, Naruto was trying to use it though. I think it was like something that,
for example, when Himawari almost died in front of his face and Pain pretty much stabbed her, Kurama's chakra was already there. Like he never really needed to like have Kurama like leak more. It's just he never chose to use it. And then once he's seen Himawari get him and Hinata get stabbed, I confused him as well. Once he seen Hinata get stabbed, it was like, all right, it's go time. I'm using Kurama.
Nah, he snapped, bro. Like I don't think.
Because he got mad.
Yeah, but it's just like kind of like Boruto in the Momoshiki situation. Like Momoshiki wants Boruto to be in a space in his mind where he pretty much just like gives up so he can take over his body. It's the same thing with Kurama and Naruto. Naruto, he snaps. And Momoshiki, I won't call him bro Momoshiki. Kurama can actually take over his physical at that point.
Nah, Naruto's not giving up once he's seen Hinata get stabbed.
I'm not saying that he gave up, but I'm saying he lost control. He snapped. He didn't have control of it.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm saying Momoshiki wants Boruto to give up, whereas Naruto is reaching for the power because he's mad. It's a different type of thing. If Boruto gives up, then Momoshiki could take over. If Naruto gives up, Naruto still has to reach for the power of Kurama to actually have Kurama take over.
Nah, Kurama could have just took over.
The main key is the thing that we're like each like going around the bush on is like Kurama's action or inaction in any scenario, regardless of the fact. In every scenario for Naruto, whether it be with consent in their friends or without consent in their enemies, Kurama is able to provoke action, especially in situations where Naruto has inaction.
Yeah,
in this situation where Himawari and Kurama are both in consent of each other, and Himawari is actively trying to provoke action, Kurama is saying there's nothing he can do. So he's unable to provoke any action because of the unique scenario that they are in. It's fundamentally
this supports
different.
my point. But this supports my point. Kurama wants to provoke Naruto so he reaches for the chakra. Whereas Himawari, she's already provoked. She doesn't need Kurama to provoke him anymore, but she doesn't know how to reach for the chakra.
No, that's the thing. That in Himawari's case, Kurama can't do anything. In Naruto's case, he can. That's the difference. In Naruto's case, again, he's the one. It's his chakra that he's control of. He's in control of his chakra. In Himawari's case, he's not in control of the chakra.
But the point is the only reason Kurama can influence it is because Naruto knows how to do it, whereas Himawari doesn't. If Naruto didn't know how to reach for Kurama's chakra, Kurama could do anything. He still wouldn't be able to have Naruto use his chakra.
But he can still,
because Naruto knows how to use it. He knows what to do to tap into Kurama. He'd go back. He'd float into. Sometimes he'd even float into the cell. Like he knows specifically where to go. Like
so Himawari was still able to tap into her power regardless. But prior to that moment, that's what I'm trying to say is like Kurama is saying that he can't do anything. Like he can't amass chakra. Yeah. Like we've seen Kurama do a lot of things within Naruto, whether it be disrupt chakra, leak chakra, amass chakra and absorb it and give it back to Naruto, or share chakra. He's done all of these things, whether they're enemies or friends. We've seen him being able to do these things. In Himawari, he has no control over those matters. It's more so if Himawari can do it. If not, we're both gonna sit here and die.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
You're saying she can't control, she can't access the power, because that's why she was able to use the power literally seconds after.
I'm not saying she can't. I'm saying she didn't know how to access it because it was her first time accessing it. Whereas Naruto, we're discussing like even in Shippuden times where it's like let me hand you my power. Naruto accessed Karma like a dozen times before.
So that's the fundamental difference. That's the fundamental. That's what I'm saying. So it's two separate power sources in Naruto's case. In Himawari's case, it's not. It's one.
Nah, you didn't understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. Naruto is able to access the power that Kurama has, and he knows how to do it. It's rather he's choosing not to in his situation. That doesn't change the fact that Kurama still has control over his power source. And in Himawari's case,
but how does he have control over his power source? Explain.
Because it's his power source.
No, I'm saying
his power within Naruto.
I'm saying how could he get Naruto to use his power? What was that vehicle?
He would leak his chakra.
Nah, that wasn't it. The only way he'd be able to get Naruto to use his chakra is if Naruto reached for it. Like he could leak all his chakra all he wanted to. If Naruto
if he leaked his chakra, Naruto wouldn't be able to contain it. His eyes would transform. You know what I'm saying? That's what they mean when his chakra is leaked off a rip. That means it's leaking out, and you'll be able to see the signs externally onto Naruto. If it's not leaking, then that just means that it's inside. When Minato originally sealed him, he left the seal to be a certain way to where it's constantly leaking out Nine Tails chakra, so Naruto can get used to it, and it would be easier for him to be able to do that. Yes. But it's still two separate bodies of chakra. Like Naruto, like you said, he reaches for it. But in Himawari's case, there's nothing for her to reach for because it's already her power.
No. It is something for her to reach for. She just doesn't know how to reach for it.
See, that's where we're disagreeing because they're saying they're one and the same. It's not like a Jinchuriki placed inside of a host.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily disprove what I'm saying. You still have to be able to reach for the power, to know how to reach for the power for it to actually work. You still have to know how to use a jutsu for the jutsu to work.
Yeah, you do have to know how to use a jutsu for a jutsu to work.
So if Himawari is trying to reach,
Started to just use her whole Mangekyo and for the first time and had complete control over it.
Because they know how to. Uchihas know how to use their Mangekyos when they first awaken it. They don't have.
Yeah,
but I was just saying, like you say, you gotta actually know the jutsu to perform it. Like it's not always the case.
But specifically in Himawari's case, she just never used Kurama before, whereas Naruto's been using Kurama for a very long time. So it's like anytime where Kurama wants him to use his chakra, wants Naruto to use his chakra, all he has to do is get Naruto mad. It's not that he needs to leak more chakra. It's just get Naruto mad.
Right.
And I'm trying to say the difference.
I'm lying. Hold up. What did you say, Bar? Say yeah. I got a cash out. I was like, wait, hold on. I got some money.
I know what you're trying to say, Bar, but there's a fundamental difference between Naruto and Himawari, though.
There's a difference, but the difference isn't here. There's a difference, but the difference isn't here. Himawari still has to actually reach for the chakra, which is what Kurama was saying. And Kurama with Naruto always tried to get Naruto to reach for his chakra, which is why Kurama would try to get him mad.
Okay, so my whole thing was that Kurama basically is different because Kurama couldn't do anything in that situation. I don't think he could do
anything in this situation either.
And in Naruto's case, he has more control. So I'm just saying that it's fundamentally different. I don't even know. Wait, how do we? I think we're losing the ball because I
think you guys are too.
I think we're losing the ball.
I think you're arguing in circles right now.
I'm not trying to argue if they're reaching because my whole thing was that it's fundamentally different. With Kurama, he was in a situation where he couldn't do anything. Right. With Himawari is being chased down by Jura, and we've never seen that before. Whereas opposed to in a situation where both consent parties are in agreement and we see a circumstance arise, Kurama would actively either a mass chakra, share chakra, or do something to help the situation. He would work with Naruto. He would come up with a plan. He literally told Himawari, I can't do nothing. That is not, no matter what you say, we have never seen that from Kurama before. He literally said, I can't do nothing. It's up to you. That's never happened before.
But I'm letting you know the difference, and I think we're disagreeing upon even more differences. The difference is that Naruto knew how to reach for Kurama's chakra. That's the main difference. For example, I believe if Himawari fights again in the future, she won't have any problem reaching for Kurama's chakra because she already knows how.
But even if so that's the thing. Even if she doesn't have any problem, it doesn't change like that. Kurama himself wouldn't be able to do anything. That's my whole point. Like Kurama himself can't do anything in Himawari's case because of the rare situation.
So about the Knicks. No, I'm just playing.
I'm confused. I don't think Kurama wouldn't need to do anything though. That's the thing. Like because they're friends.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Now we really lost because
the only reason why Kurama needed to do anything was because Naruto wouldn't willingly reach for his chakra. He needed to get Naruto mad. In Himawari's case, he doesn't need to do anything. They're communicating. Like Himawari wants to use his chakra.
Yeah, but then you're kind of agreeing with what Black said then.
Yeah,
so in this case, if
what you're saying now is agreeing with what I said, but whatever we started arguing about 25 minutes ago is not the same right now, and I can't remember. That's why I'm so confused right now, because I'm not changing my endpoint, but I don't know why my endpoint isn't making sense.
We were discussing Himawari potentially going to Foretales, and we're saying,
oh yeah. So she doesn't have the capability to do that because of the situation of the differences between her and Kurama's differences and her Kurama's and Naruto's differences.
I don't see how those connect. I think she could easily go to the Foretales in the next chapter.
That's what. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So now we got the plot back. Okay, so that's why I brought up what I brought up, is because like in that case with Himawari and Kurama, because of like what I said. So yeah, as far as like reaching for chocolate, that's like a whole different thing. We can get back to that if we want to. But the main point is like why I don't think she can get to that Foretale state is because of her relationship with Kurama being so fundamentally different as opposed to Kurama's with Naruto's. So that's why I say with her next fight, it's like even with like it's solely up to her, because like with that Foretale state, that wild state, that was Kurama taking control of Naruto's body, and that's why I brought up that argument. In this case, Kurama appears to have no control over how Himawari is able to utilize her chakra. He can train her in the psyche, but as opposed to like going and fighting other people, like it's completely up to her, and that's never been the case when it came to Naruto.
And it seems like it's different now, because like the Naruto situation, it was Naruto with Kurama's chakra stacked onto his.
Yes. Yeah, and is like Kurama's just telling her what to do with her own chakra.
Yeah,
he's not even saying anything about himself.
How to pull more chakra out of herself.
Nah. Again, I compare it more to,
because they said something about their infinity. Remember, there was like she was that the actual term they used?
The higher and infinity. Yeah.
I still think it's the same function. Again, I compare it more to Killer Bee and Eight Tails. When they went to the Foretale state, it wasn't just the Eight Tails taking control of his body. It was Killer Bee controlling it with the power of Eight Tails. I think it would be the same thing here. It wouldn't necessarily be like that difficult to do. And again, unless we're just imagine Himawari just doesn't have any of the same tracks as Naruto or the rest of the Tailed Beasts. Yeah, this just seems like the natural progressions.
I don't think, because if you think about it, I think it more like Kurama said, like himself, like Jura, and if you want to go further, like think Madara and Obito, they didn't have chakra cloaks. Like they're not Jinchuriki, like in the same sense that the other 9 Jinchuriki were. They're more closer to 10-tailed Jinchuriki, like 10 tails embodiments, as opposed to like regular Jinchuriki. They're more close to the Biju. The thing that makes the Jinchuriki a Jinchuriki is what Himawari is closer to, as opposed to an actual Jinchuriki. She's the beast itself. So essentially, hypothetically, I'm not saying you can do this, but you can take Himawari and seal her inside of Boruto. Then Boruto will be Himawari's Jinchuriki because of how her power, how they explain her power to work.
I feel like he's explaining it as a metaphor, and you guys are taking it literally.
No, I don't think. I think he was being literal, bro.
He was being literal.
I think he was being literal.
He literally said, think of yourself as a mass amount of chakra.
Yeah, think of yourself. He's not saying you are a mass amount of chakra. He's not saying that. He says, think of yourself as that.
He said, so he says, he told her, even though she's a human, he's more closer to him and Jura. And then Jura says the same thing. He says, you're not even really a Jinchuriki. I would think you're more like a Biju. So it's like, she's a human, but it's like, she's still like chakra itself. Like that's why I say it's different. Like we can't compare her to what Killer Bee is able to do or what Naruto, because it's different, bro. It's very, very different. Like they're literally saying it to us right there.
Again, she's different, but it's not as little. She's still a human. Like he says as much in the chapter. So she's not just a ball of chakra.
She's not a literal ball of chakra. She has limbs and stuff, but she's more closer to a ball of chakra than she is to a human being.
Nah, I wouldn't even say that.
Well, he says, think of yourself as the embodiment of chakra itself. Everything starts from there.
That's literally even crazier than just saying a ball of chakra. He said embodiment of chakra.
Yeah, but think of yourself. It's not you are the embodiment of chakra. It's two
think of yourself as something. That means you're thinking.
Well, and then we gotta get the actual like translation. This was translated by somebody. We gotta get the
true. Now we're going to like we're going to nomenclature and stuff like that. So that is true. We do gotta wait till the official comes out. We could probably
but even with when Jura fought Himawari, he literally said the same thing as Kurama. He's like, you're not a Chinchuriki. You're not a regular Chinchuriki. You're more like a Bijou. Like, they're calling her a Bijou, bro.
Again, I don't think that's saying she's not a Jinchuriki. I think it's just describing what kind of Jinchuriki she is.
I mean,
does that make sense?
It makes sense what you're saying, but it's like, it's still different because it's like in Naruto's lore, like, we can't change what a Jinchuriki is. You're taking a tail beast and you're sealing it inside of a person. That has never happened to Himawari. Kurama just woke up one day and he was born inside of her. That's not a Jinchuriki.
The reason why I say it is because we discussed the Colonel thing. Like, that could make sense as to why he's sealed into Himawari, which is then just makes Himawari a Jinchuriki.
That's my that Colonel reason. That's my argument for why she isn't just like a regular Jinchuriki, as opposed to like just a tailed beast who also has another tailed beast soul inside of her.
But it still would make her Jinchuriki, where she'd get the same forms. The forms might be stronger. The affinity might be, collabing. The pick and roll might be crazy, but it's still a Jinchuriki.
I don't know, but I don't know. I don't think she's gonna get those forms, bro. Because I don't want to say like, because I'm not trying to be that guy. I'll be like, oh, because it's in the old show, like it's like it's power eclipse. Like, if you give it to her right now, it's gonna make her stronger and she's gonna contend. Yes, right. Obviously, but I don't think she's gonna have it because of how they explain her power to work up until now. That's why I don't think
it is. That. I understand where you're coming from, but I just haven't seen anything to make me believe she wouldn't get the foretell state, or even like potentially turn.
Why not? Her first state is different than Naruto's first state.
Yeah,
she's already progressing. How is it not? She's already progressing differently than Naruto. No, she was conscious the whole time of her battle. The first time Naruto, I can't say the first time because it was in the Chunin exams. He had like the one chakra cloak. He was able to be conscious, but for the raging beast though, not like when Kurama took over. Naruto was like a raging beast at the time. He was like, he had no control of himself. Himawari has absolute control of her body and her actions.
He had control. As soon as the battle finished, he turned back to his regular self.
Naruto could only control, he can control like a certain portion. Part 1, he can only control like a fraction of Kurama's power. Like, whatever he can use, like prior to going full on one tail Naruto, he can control anything before that.
I'm gonna put these two images in a Discord. These are the exact same forms. I'm sorry, like these are the exact same forms.
He has a chakra cloak, bro. That's the only difference.
No, even before you're talking about when he fought against the others. Like, there's fights where Naruto just has his eyes turn red, and he gets like the eyeshadow.
There is.
That's what Himawari had.
Yeah, but her first time doing that, that's what's different. But it's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Naruto's first time using it, he didn't get the cloak. Whereas Himawari also didn't get the cloak.
His first time, he didn't get the cloak.
Yeah. He never got... He didn't get the cloak the first time. I'm looking up... Let me a second. I gotta get the pictures. He even had that form when he looked at Pain. And he just had the Sage Mode stacked on top of it. He never had the cloak there. He just had his regular form.
Bro. In the Zabuza arc, bro, we see the chakra forming around him. That's the first time he does it before the Chunin exams, bro. Come on. I just looked it up.
Well, let me check.
Naruto Nine Tails versus Haku.
Nine Tails.
Bro, he has the chakra. It's swirling all around.
Nah, this is completely different.
That's the point. It is different. Versus Himawari's first time, and it looks like
it's the same as that. We're talking about the cloak around him literally bubbling off his skin when he fought against Sasuke, and when some of the scenes when he fought in the Chunin exam. This is not that. This is literally just the same form as what's it called?
But is that not his first time? Like, that's in the first arc of his story, and it's different than Himawari's first time. That's the point.
It's not. It's. I think it's the same thing.
Look, and when you look at Kushina when she transformed, and it's better connection because her and Himawari's hair turned into 9 tails. But even with that similarity, Kushina has a 9 tails cloak around her still, and Himawari doesn't.
I got to see. Give me 1 second, because bro, it's
and
the
then
same
when she
thing.
turns into the black tails mode, it's like the full like 7 tails. She completely turns black, and it's like how Naruto looks like when he's in the 4 tails mode. But even when she reverts back and her hair is in the tails, this is in the Minato manga, bro. She still has the chocolate cloak around her.
Oh, I don't even hear what you're saying. I'm looking for something. What'd you say again?
Kushina.
Mm-hmm.
Himawari's grandma when she attacks Minato and she has the 9 tails power.
That's different. That's completely different. It's like
that's more similar. That's more similar to.
She was already with no.
That's no, because her transformation is similar to Himawari's. Their hair both changes.
Oh, let me see.
Both of their hair turns into 9 tails.
How she looked.
Both of their hair turns into 9 tails, bro. And in Himawari's case, she doesn't gain a cloak, but Kushina gains a chocolate cloak.
I think it's possible that she could gain a chocolate cloak, but still look the exact same. There's 2 separate forms. I think we probably need.
Now the argument can be made is we've only seen Himawari transfer 1 time, but the still facts remains. When we see Kushina here, she has chakra swarming around her, even when her hair splits into 9 fragments. When Himawari's hair splits into 9 fragments, we don't see chakra forming around her.
The picture I sent in the chat, that's essentially Himawari's form. That's basically it. And that's during the Land of Waves. That's pretty much it. It's completely different. I'm gonna send you the other one which you were talking about, where he actually has a cloak around him. That's completely different than the other one. They look the same, but the other one actually has a cloak around him.
So when he gets into this form, you see the swirls first form around him, though.
But it was
in the Land of Waves arc. Not in this still shot, you don't see it. But when he's activating this form and his whiskers widen, you see the orange chakra swirls.
Yeah, but because it doesn't actually engulf him, it makes it clear that they're 2 separate forms.
This is this is closer. This is literally what Himawari did. Yes, but that's why I think it's different. Like, I don't think they're gonna go past that.
I think they are,
for the mere fact of how they described her.
Nah, again, this is the first time that we gotta get Free Game back. Apologies for this chat. we pretty much talking about the Free Game left for a second. We pretty much talking about the picture in their Discord. But Naruto in this particular form is the first time that we see him use it. And why is the first time that we've seen her use it? So she didn't have the chakra mode. I mean, she didn't have the chakra cloak. I believe the next time that we see him and Wadi use Karma, she's probably gonna have the chakra cloak.
I don't think so. I don't think it's impossible, like, at all. But I don't think the next time for sure it's not going to be a chakra cloak. But I don't think they're going to give her a chakra cloak in general.
That's possible, but the progression should be the same, unless they pull some completely different form.
Okay, like, so there. Right. Okay, I agree there. It's possible, but that's where we disagree. I don't think that the progression should be the same. Because of, like, if it is, bro, then they scrapped this whole entire think of yourself as the embodiment of chakra, or like Jura doing the foreshadowing of her being more like a Bijou than a Jinchuriki, Kurama, like all of this foreshadowing, like scratch all of that. Just simply have her, boom, she got Kurama, she's the new Jinchuriki, but they're doing all of this stuff that's different. So like she can't be built up different. She can't be built up the same if they're showing things differently. That's the sole reason. Because if that's the case, it's like, then why give her all of this special treatment? Because if she's just a regular Jinchuriki, why is Damon so geeked about her power? You can't say it's just because of the affinity. The fact that they're saying like she's born with a kernel and then somehow Kurama revived within that kernel, that makes sense. Now it's like she's the embodiment of chakra itself, because you can't separate the two.
But the special thing is what I just talked about. Like, hypothetically, and this is just my opinion, hypothetically, she does go into the foretell state that Naruto was in the Tenchi Bridge, that Killer Bee was in when he fought against Sasuke. I think she's stronger than Jura. I think she's stronger than Jura.
I would say,
if she rages out in that mode,
hypothetically, I know what you mean, but if she showcases like a form where like her force is just exerted in a way like she's stepping and she's destroying the ground, like I know what you're trying to mean, but I don't think like that would be more like you watch Dragon Ball Super, right?
Yeah.
It's like when Kale in the Tournament of Power, like when she like I knew you was gonna say something if I brought that up, but like remember when she first went berserk and it was crazy, but then the next time she went berserk, she was able to contain that power.
Yeah,
it's like that. It's like maybe it might be like to the point where Jura might see like she doesn't even know how to use this power. So yeah, everything she's doing might be full force or something like that. But I don't think that that would be like stronger than like back to your original point. Chapter 26, not even four tails, just say a full crash out, because you said she crashes out chapter 26. How strong would she be? So let's just say max out, like completely whatever her and Kurama are able to do right now.
Yeah, she turns into the fox.
I think even if she turns into, I don't think she will, but even if she turns into the fox, whatever force they're able to exert, I think it might be enough to where Jura is like noticeable of it. It's like, damn, this motherfucker is strong. But it's since she's crashing out and since she's inexperienced, it's able to be contained and overpowered. Like Jura is able to calmly like, yeah, you're strong, you're fierce, but like at the end of the day, you're running around like a ravaged, savage beast, you know?
Nah, the only way I could see Jura not dying in a situation like that is because she can't figure out how to stop the wood style. That brings him back to 100%, and he just run. I think if that happens, I think there's no way Jura
the wood style. You're giving too much. I mean, the wood style is OP, but like I think you're giving Jura's credit in the wrong. Like you're placing his credits in the wrong place, in the wrong position. Like I think he's just gonna be that much stronger than her. Like it's not just gonna be like, oh, because he has that wood style, I can't defeat him. But nah, they just can't defeat him because they're not strong enough yet.
She was boxing with Jura without the cloak. You
might have his hand in his pocket, bro. Based off of
true.
So first of all, we don't even think. Well, you think he went all out against Boruto and Kawaki, but I don't even think he went out against Boruto, and he fought harder against Boruto than he fought way harder against Boruto than he did against Himawari. And mind you, I still think Himawari is probably one of my favorite fights.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I talked about how if he would get like a boost, it would be like because of his love of life. He pretty much discovered that he actually does love life, and now because he's about to die, he's actually fighting for something that he loves. He never really got that because he had the wood style in his back pocket. My thing though is I don't necessarily think maybe I'm just disrespecting because we've seen what Unlimited Kawaki and Boruto can do against Jura, whereas the first time that we seen him, he pretty much just one-shot Boruto and he almost fell into a coma. But like now that I've seen him like actually like be pushed into a corner versus Boruto and Kawaki, again, I don't think he's that strong. Again, and you might disagree with this, but hypothetically, if she does,
humor me. You don't think he's that strong is kind of crazy because we got to get the strongest of the strong.
Humor me though. If he hypothetically does, if Himawari hypothetically does have the progression of a regular Jinchuriki, she was boxing with him, and again, he was holding back. I would give that up. She was boxing with him without the one tails cloak, and we're just talking about the one tails. The three tails cloak is what Naruto fought against Sasuke with during the first battle at the valley. I forgot the final valley. I forgot the specific name, but that was the first time that he used the three tails cloak. I think if Himawari uses the three tails cloak, she's probably matching Jura. And if she used the four tails, she's probably above Jura. The only thing that's stopping her from beating Jura is probably figuring out the wood style. That's my thing. You just can't find a way to kill him. You could beat him.
We agree in the way of not even the wood style. It's like, I mean, then you just can't beat him because like the wood style, that's a hack. So like if you can't get past the hacks, you can't get past the character. So they can't get past the character, they can't beat him. But even with that, I don't. All right, so I will say this: we're gonna disagree on the tail thing because we have to, Bara. It's just inevitable. Okay. But I don't think she's gonna go through like the 1 through the 3 tails things. But in the sense that like getting stronger, like showing more strength, so like stronger than what she was in the first fight, I believe that would be sensical in terms like a stronger version of her would be able to do much better or like give Jura a run for his money. I don't think killing him. So as far as even saying like, because if you would have taken into account as like she's gonna get a 1 tails and a 2 tails, then you would have to agree with your line of thinking where like maybe a four tails Himawari, basically half of her power would be enough to defeat Jura. When we know that's not the case,
I
right?
think it is.
Hey, I don't think that can't be. Well, there's gonna be people past Jura, so maybe it is the case, but I wouldn't say necessarily like a four tails Himawari because I don't think she has tails. But this current level of Himawari can't beat Jura. Yes, that's true. But a one like she's not gonna go from 1 to 9 because she's not a typical Jinchuriki. But when she's able to use more of her power, I think she's gonna be able to match Jura for sure. She's gonna be one of the strongest in the verse. It's already gonna be a given.
Here's the thing, because she is that different Jinchuriki, I think she can. I think hypothetically, if this is why I preface this in chapter 26, crash out scenarios, I think Karma can take over because Himawari knows how to tap into Karma's chakra now. I think he could fully take over and go to 9 tails. So my idea is like hypothetical, and preface this by saying the only reason why Jura isn't attacking Himawari right now is because she's in the Hidden Leaf Village and Jura has respect for the Hidden Leaf Village. But hypothetically, if you drop her in the Hidden Sand Village and Jura pops up, I think Himawari's walking away alive. She might not kill Jura, but she's walking away alive.
Not by herself, 1-on-1. Fuck no.
1-on-1, she's walking away alive.
What?
Well,
bro,
if you consider Karma being a 2v1.
Reread their fight. You know how easy it is for Jura to spit out these Bijou bombs. Like he shot her with like 3 in a row. Soon as the fight died down just a little bit, just to see if she would live, bro. That's cat, bro. She's not walking away from that alive by herself.
A full power Himawari Bijou bomb is probably stronger than Jura's. All due respect.
Himawari is one of my favorite characters, and I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, no, for sure not. But I don't know, bro. You're trying to put me in a predicament where I don't. It's just the story isn't backing it right now. But my guy Damon, he got excited, and Damon's right now he's the strongest. So she's the only one that intrigued him. So, like I said, end game wise, she's gonna be in the top 5, top 3 of the verse for sure, hands down. She's gonna be there. Right now, though, not. And right now, Jura within the verse, he's in the top 5. And right now, it's like even if she crashed out, Kurama himself said it, bro. Like your potential is high, but you can't beat Jura off of potential alone. And if she had more potential at this point right now, Kurama would have been ready. But he's still trying to train her, and he's still saying she needs to start from scratch. So like she's not walking away alive right now.
That's because it's Himawari. Like if we're saying Himawari is just like doing what Momoshiku's doing and Karma is fully in control, I think Karma beats Jura. And again, I think this stems from our disagreement about
Kurama
the tails
could
thing.
Beat Jura, he would have tried to already. He knows he can.
With that one too. I don't know about that. The only reason why I think he wouldn't be, and I don't think Karma knows this, is because they can't find a way to get around the wood style. I think the wood style makes him invulnerable.
Bro, nobody has brought up Jura's wood style within the story though, so I don't think it's that big of a deal for them in verse.
I think it is.
As more so like Jura's strength and just like his overwhelming presence, bro.
Nah, here's one of my predictions. I think if once we figure out what Kajin Koji sees, it's going to involve the wood. It's going to involve the wood style. It's going to be involved like how to get around it, if they can get around it. Who could probably give them the information to get around it?
I think Himawari has a better chance of getting a chocolate cloak than for them actually revealing Kurama has the plan a way around Jura's wood style. I think Himawari has a better chance of showing up in the story with the chocolate cloak.
Again, I don't think Karma would know, but I think the reason why we disagree with this is just because you don't agree with my idea that she would go with the same progressions as like all the other Jinchurikis. Whereas like hypothetically, if we would acknowledge that the Himawari that fought against Jura the first time is likely the same form as like Naruto fighting against Zabuza with not Zabuza, but I forgot the other person's name. But fighting against that guy with only the red eyes and no cloak. Like if we'd agreed that's stage 1 of Himawari's development, then even 3 tails would rival Jura. Like
I think that's stage 1 of her development, but I don't think it's stage 1 in the way that you're thinking is stage 1. Like she's gonna get tails afterwards. I think it's stage 1, but the next time we see her, the look might not change that much, but she's gonna be stronger because she has all 9 of her hairs thing. Like we've been through. I mean, like yeah.
But
don't know.
That's just the design. That's not necessarily.
On top of that, when they fought, Kurama was excited because she finally decided to snap. And then once he realized they were gonna lose, he was like, "Yeah, it's pointless, bro." So if he knew he could have made a difference, like he did with Naruto, and he pulled out Bariyama last minute, he would have done so. But he was like, "Yeah, there's nothing else. Like potential alone ain't good. Oh, this is as far as it got us." So right now, they're not walking away from that alive.
I might not even be forming this question in the correct way, but so you believe the first time that we see Himawari, because of the 9 parts in her hair, that's like the 9-tail state of Himawari?
That's her 9-tails form. Yeah, I mean, she's gonna be stronger in it, but that's her form. That's what she looks like when she uses the power.
I think 9-tails form is just a fox revealing himself.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna be like that. Because Kishimoto already he wrote Naruto differently because he didn't want to do that in the first place. So I don't think he's gonna do that with Himawari, where like Kurama just pops up randomly. He even when Naruto gained control of Kurama, he only, like I said, he only pulled him out like one time during the last movie. Other than that, he doesn't pull out Kurama.
Yeah, I don't think he is going to be pulled out, but in my opinion, he doesn't need to, because I think Fortails takes care of Jura. When we just
like
that.
So like a Kurama avatar. You think she?
Mm-hmm. If that happens and she just cedes control to Kurama, I think she's struggling to Jura easily.
I don't know about a Kurama avatar though. I don't know. It's like I think you're really why are you underestimating Jura's strength, bro? What's going on?
I'm not. I think you're underestimating Himawari's strength.
I'm not. Himawari is top dog, bro. Like that's the star of the game right now.
All right, so just to put this into perspective, when I talk about Himawari, like a potential avatar, like 9-tail state, she's way stronger than Boruto and Kawaki combined, way stronger than Jura, way stronger than Ishii, way stronger than Barry Mode. Like she's like broken as a character, and I think eventually we will get there as like power scaling wise, because I think eventually she will get the chakra mode and then be able to turn into the actual avatar. But at that point, now we're fighting with Otsuki gods. You feel me? So, and she'll be like kind of regular.
I think Kurama is top dog. I mean, I say Kurama. I think Himawari is top dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't play around when it comes to like her strength, but I know, like, I'm not gonna be delusional and say, like, right now, bro, she's gonna die if she fights Jura by herself. It's simple as that. I don't want her to fight Jura. I don't want her to fight Jura by herself because she's gonna die if she does decide to do that.
We
aside from that, like top strongest in the verse down the line, absolutely. Like if she ends up being one of the strongest, if she ends up being the strongest, like that's Gucci for me. Like I will be cool with that. Like she's one of my favorite characters. She's not. I don't like her more than Sarada, but she's up there with it goes Sarada, Boruto, Ada, Damon, Himawari, top 5 in that order. So it's like she's up there with the greats for me. So anything like I don't mind. But realistically speaking,
might pack Sarada up.
And plus, that's also why you said what?
So that one tails cloak might pack Sarada up. I am.
I'll just go ahead and say what I was about to say because I'm not gonna. And plus, on top of the fact, the reason why I was saying I don't want her to get is because she's my favorite character. I want her to be developed differently, and I think the form she showed in that first fight versus Jura looked raw as hell, and I think just that form with like just stronger feats is perfect for her. And then the only thing you could tackle onto that would be her Byakugan, bro, and like a chakra. Like we be forgetting about that, like. Byakugan and her what's her name? What do they do? The palm fist feels that she can do, bro, mixed with that.
Gentle fist?
Yeah, the gentle fist feel. Like she don't need a chocolate cloak if you just give her that form she already showcased. And then you could take like front parts of her hair and have those point upwards, and it could be like make the shape of an ear, make the shape of fox ears. So it could be like her hair makes the 9 tails and makes the ears, and then her eyes change, obviously her whiskers grow. And then she gains a Byakugan, like that's cold to me. That's probably just me a visual preference. And plus, like when it comes to my favorite characters, like I like building them up a certain way to me that I think is cool. So I think it would be cooler for her to not have the chocolate cloak. That's part of the reason why also. So
yeah, I can see it. I wouldn't mind it. If she does have her own form, is forms in her own way, I think it would be fine to like departure from what Naruto had. It wouldn't necessarily be like rehashing it.
Yeah, but
Boruto paid so much
one
homage to
tail
Naruto
like,
already.
but the Himawari is not packing outside right now. Himawari especially is definitely
I'm sorry.
not packing outside.
I'm sorry.
You can get Kurama, 2 Rama, 4 Rama, Yoko Kurama, Yu Yu Hakusho Kurama. Throw them all the tails in there. She ain't packing up no type of Sarada, bro.
I think she packs up Shinky. Or not Shinky, packs up Ryu. So I'll just say that. I want to say she packs up Sarada, but I think she packs up
hard
Ryu.
hard diff. She can pack up Ryu hard diff, but Ryu for Sarada, that was a low that was a no diff fight.
Yeah,
that was a no diff for Sarada.
So
Himawari, that might be hard diff. Like I don't know, like how like we know how hard Iron Sand is and how durable it's been built up. Like her Bijou Bomb would be her best bet to breaking through Ryu's defenses, and we know he can disintegrate into sand. Himawari is not that experienced when it comes to fighting, especially in long what's the name, and overexerted like long battles. So it's like, yeah, Ryu, he might, and it's crazy. I don't like talking down on these characters, but you got me talking down on Himawari. But yeah, bro, I mean, she's not packing up Sarada.
No, I would acknowledge that. For a fact, I would acknowledge that I'm a bit higher on Himawari than their average Boruto fan. Like I'm kind of thinking of it actually in the way of the progression of like the regular Jinchuriki, which 100%, it's 100% possible that she's not going to be a regular Jinchuriki because of that affinity. They already explained that she's not regular Jinchuriki. But if that is the case, I just think it's over.
I think she should be strong. Like, I mean, I think even if she ends up being like stronger than Sarada, like, at that point, it's one of my favorite shit. Fuck it, that's still part of the Mangekyo gang. So if it's Damon, Himawari, Boruto, or what's the name? Sarada is the 5th person. Other than those, like Ada, other than those, I don't mind any of them surpassing Sarada in terms of strength. They will never surpass Sarada in terms of favoritism for me, but Boruto, Ada, Damon, and Himawari, they could pass her in strength all they want. Anybody else, like at this point, Mangekyo gang Sarada, like nah, bro, they're not getting past that. And even right now, Himawari is still like, I don't see how she's gonna get past that gravity pull, bro. This is crazy out here. We've already seen the first steps this chapter of this new Sarada stepping into this light, right? Being very vocal about how she, not just romantically, like just being vocal about what's going on inside that brain of hers. And I think that's a scary thing because we haven't seen this type of Sarada and this type of mindset actually fight before, right? Like she came to the realization against Ryu, but that was that. Now that she's actually had the heart-to-heart with Sumire, she's actually reflected on things. Time has passed. You know, people grow and change, especially when you come to an enlightenment as like whatever you're going through in life. And now that she's accepted this new milestone, it's like, and she's a Uchiha, and we know like the yin chakra being linked to their emotions. Like it's crazy out here. So she's about to be stepping with some confidence that we haven't seen her step with at all. And yeah, people, it ain't too many people that's gonna be able to top that.
Oh yeah, for a fact. One of the reasons I'm kind of super like interested with a character like Himawari, I feel like she kind of like has the same aura as Konohamaru back in the day, where we thought Konohamaru would be like the first of like the new generation. I think Himawari could be like the first of her new generation, whereas like, and they're really gonna be the broken characters. Like, those are really about to be broken characters.
Himawari, Damon, yeah, for sure. They're gonna be like, I mean, honestly, the younger half of Boruto's generation is better than the younger half of Naruto's generation. Because Naruto's generation, they had like Konohamaru, they had Moegi, and I'm trying to think, is there any elite younger ninja from other villages? I guess you could say Naruto and Sasuke, because Rock Lee, Neji, and all of them, they're like 2 to 3 years older than Naruto and Sasuke. So I guess you could count them as part of the younger half. But like this generation's younger half, like Himawari and Damon alone, like that's overkill.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I had a question. I completely forgot what it was. I wasn't ready. Damn, it was something to do with Himawari and Sarada.
I was about to say, was it about Himawari? I was literally about to say that. It was about Himawari and Sarada?
Yeah, easily. Yeah, about Himawari and Sarada. Damn.
You can't say like, if it's One Tails, I don't know, bro. One Tails is kind of crazy, bro. Sarada, like, gravity pull is OP. But I'm not under the consensus that she even has like tailed states, but like a stronger version of Himawari will be able to give Sarada a run for her money. But then we're talking about like Sarada right now. So we still got to see what the rest of her left eye ability does and also what her right eye ability is. Because like we seen when she, well, I think what eye did she use? She used her right. Yeah, she used her right eye. But like those triangles that were floating behind her, like we never seen what those do. Like, and I don't know why they were there. And if I don't know if there's something like she can use those to help her fly, like she directs herself in the sky, maybe that's why they were there, or they can use like as part of the attack. But she got those 8 triangles around her, and then also her left eye ability, and then also whatever Susanoo or chakra enhanced mode she would have is gonna be crazy, bro.
Oh, I think I remember now. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy for a fact. But my question was, do you think Himawari gets a Tensegon?
That would be that would be crazy. I mean, if she gets the Tensegon, she would have to get the Tensegon chakra because they get the chakra mode with the Tensegon though.
Yeah, true. I know how you feel about chakra mode.
I don't know. I don't got a thing against chakra modes. I ain't gonna lie. The Tensegon chakra mode is actually tough though, but it's just so much like Mitsuki Sage mode already. Like it's a green chakra mode. You feel me? So
yeah,
she would get truth seeking orbs though. She would get truth seeking orbs.
True. And her truth seeking orbs might be crazy. You know, the way she'd probably be able to manipulate it, crazy. But the thing with Himawari though, like I feel like it coming to Boruto, we thought it was going to be the series of the Byakugan, and we kind of thought we kind of shoehorned a bunch of people into having the Tenseigan. I remember when we first seen the Jogan, we thought Boruto's Jogan was like the Mangekyo Sharingan progression between a Byakugan to a Tenseigan. So it was like, what is Boruto going to get a Tenseigan? Then we thought Hinawa was going to get a Tenseigan. Hinata as well. Like, so like, and this is like all like first generation theories of Boruto, like going episode 1 through 10. And you see him and now be swore with Boruto. Like, there's no way she doesn't get the Tenseigan, right? But like, I think at this particular point, it just makes sense as a progression. Like, don't get me wrong, she could just be bossing with the Byakugan. They talk about how the Byakugan is like really proportional to how skilled the ninja is. Like hypothetically, like a baby Byakugan user can only see like 50 meters, whereas like a skilled Jonin can see like 5,000 meters, something like that, like 360. So like, it could be that where it's like, hey, now she's like Otsutsuki level. She can see through other dimensions. She can see, like, they can make it broken. But I mean,
they can just make it where like her locked on, like that whole locked on thing that she does is so like so pure. Like, because I think the whole thing was, I mean, it would have to be a retcon regardless of how you put it. But Toneri got the Tenseigan because he got the pure eyes of a Hyuga and he mixed it with the Otsutsuki. Now, since we already established through Kurama saying, you know, Himawari having the Uzumaki and then the Hyuga bloodlines and that strong connection, it can just be like she has a Otsutsuki connection. Like, you know, she's more tied to the Tail B side, whereas Boruto is tied to the Otsutsuki and Jogan side, but they still have a little bit of both that they were born with. So in her case, with her little Otsutsuki connection, that would be enough mixing with her Hyuga blood to eventually evolve her Byakugan to a Tenseigan, because she would have to implant somebody's eyes, and it would have to make sense to where like she's not an Otsutsuki, so how would even implanting the eyes work? So she would have to naturally evolve into a freaking Tenseigan.
Yeah, true. I can hope that's the situation. Now, we haven't seen a Tenseigan again, even before the Boruto movie, so it's like over a decade.
Word.
Like we literally haven't seen anything. Whereas like with the Rinnegan and the Sharingan, even the Byakugan, they're getting all the love.
I mean, how would you feel? Because like Hinata was the one who had like that main connection with like Hamura Otsutsuki. What do you think if like Himawari just makes more connections with like Hamura Otsutsuki, and just like we find out more about like the Otsutsuki through that way, or even the Tenseigan through that way, or maybe she gets the Tenseigan, like everybody's waiting for Toneri to help Boruto with the Jogan. What if he ends up helping, you know, Himawari with the Tenseigan, right? And it goes full circle, you know.
To be honest, I always thought that was the key to the start of the Otsutsuki arc, where it's like Toneri was already in Boruto. Hamada, he pretty much left Earth to connect more with the Otsutsuki clan. It wasn't necessarily stayed like that, but he went to the moon and pretty much was like the main branch of the Otsutsuki clan. I thought that would be like the key into that, and especially after Toneri talked to Urashiki, and they said, "Hey, we've been watching you all the time." Like I thought that would be like the start of the Otsutsuki arc, where they give us all the backstory, what happened, how they got
fucking
to Earth,
dropped the
like
ball on that episode, man, bro. Because he's like, we've been watching. I'm like, who's we, man? Who is we? I want to see them.
Bro, they got. I'm pretty sure they have to have something in the future where it is an Otsutsuki arc. Maybe just be a movie or just like a anime only arc where they explain and go into detail about specifically what the Otsutsuki clan is about. But they have to dive into it, and I think if they do, like that has to be like the start of it. It has to be.
Like they pick up with Toneri inside of the Dragon Palace. That would be
probably.
Cool. That
or even like a situation where they now unseal Toneri. Like maybe Kajin Koji sees the future where if they unseal Toneri, they could potentially do something against Jura. Like I think if he ever gets unsealed, I think that could be like a flashback or maybe even like a mini little arc where we start to figure out more information about Toneri's backstory, Hammer's backstory, and specifically their connection with the other Otsutsuki clan.
So I'm gonna go out on a whim here because I do believe 100% the Jogan is gonna pop back up, but I'm going out on a whim here and saying the gateway to the Jogan's entrance into the manga would be Toneri's debut into the manga. I'm gonna go ahead and go on a whim. I think that might be like, now that you say that, I think because it's like the anime, why lock him up in the palace and show a whole entire arc where he's awakening Boruto's Jogan in the first place, right?
Exactly.
And if you're already gonna implement the eye into the manga and not have it be random, like, why not just show, okay, this is what's been happening with Toneri the last 5 years that he got trapped inside of this dragon palace.
Yeah, for a fact, and also the fact that he just didn't die. They did seal him, and also I think they could have had him die. They could have just had Momoshiki pull up. Momoshiki was doing a bunch of hits. We seen him in episode 12 eating a chocolate fruit. Like,
but then Oroshiki was like, "I'm not allowed to kill you." Remember?
Yeah, for this is why I say Momoshiki could have pulled up. I think Momoshiki is allowed to kill Otsutsuki members because he's like a quote unquote prince or whatever. Like Momoshiki was doing drills. Like he could have pulled up on Toneri, but they had Oroshiki do it, and he couldn't kill Toneri. So I think there's a reason behind that. I think he still has storylines in Boruto. It's just that they haven't necessarily come yet. Hypothetically, if the Jogan popped up, just like what you said, if the Jogan popped up and we still didn't see it, I'd have absolutely no faith. But because we still haven't seen both of them in the Boruto manga yet, I have faith.
Yeah, I think we might be able to, and that can still be the gateway to Otsutsuki lore, and then eventually to, like, I want Otsutsuki lore and then I want Shibai. I don't want us to get to Shibai and learn about Shibai's backstory. Nah, I mean, Shibai's backstory might be, if they do Shibai's backstory is like the start of the Otsutsuki clan, then okay, yes, let's do that. But I want Otsutsuki lore, like, because this nigga Shibai wasn't always existing. Like, Ikimoto just thought of this nigga like 2 years ago. Like, I want some real Otsutsuki lore that's been in the draft notes that y'all been planning to get around to. Y'all never got around to it. Like, that's the lore that I want. I want the real deal, the real spill.
Yeah, for a fact. I know we talked about this a bunch of times, but since we talked about now, I think he's coming back as Hagoromo, giving power to like maybe Boruto and Kawaki. How do you think Shibai coming back?
He has to. I mean, at this point, the dude can move his arm and he's creating thunderstorms and winds. Yeah, he's not fighting nobody. He's not fighting nobody. Yeah. He's gonna have to guide these motherfuckers, because at this point, it's like, it's even worse than Madara. It's like, how do you defeat that?
Yeah, no, it's different.
Because if you think about it, all of these OP characters are like what Shibai has in one, like Kashin Koji's ability, Damon's ability, both of Ada's abilities, and Code's ability. Shibai has all of these.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, that's like, nah.
Yeah, and also I think once we do dive into that Otsutsuki arc, we're probably gonna get to see a lot more divine arts, and we're probably gonna see a lot more.
And now that you even said that, I think because Naruto Explained went over a novel. I think it was probably a couple of months ago. I can't remember which video he did, but he went over a novel that was explaining, I think, either the Chunin exams in the Boruto arc, or I think he went over, it was either a Naruto, I think it was a Naruto Shippuden novel. But either way, it was explaining about Kaguya. And apparently in the novel, it explains like Kaguya is within a specific clan within the Otsutsuki clan. So you know how you have like, so essentially like the Otsutsukis can be seen as like humans, and then you have clans within the Otsutsuki clan. And I forgot the name that the clan that they named her clan after. But like when Momoshiki was tracking her, he said something about her not reporting back to that clan. within the Otsutsuki. Like he used her clan's name, and then he also referred to his own clan. Like he was a prince within his clan. So like
it could be that. Whereas like he's like a Neji, or no, he's like Hinata.
Yeah, like how they have it. So it could be like a whole entire like clan war within the Otsutsukis. Like clans are fighting for power to become like the strongest Otsutsuki family. But I never really thought about that because I was like, damn, I low-key do need to start reading these novels. But like, damn, if the Otsutsukis themselves have clans, that like changes the entire fucking game and definitely like has so much backstory to build off of.
Yeah, I can see that. I've been seeing some tweets about it, but potentially be like a Shiki clan, whereas Ishiki, Momoshiki, and Kenshiki was there.
And Urashiki as well. Like a different clan. Like, yeah, that's true. It could be like a Shiki, like the Shibai would probably be from like a different clan than Momoshiki and Ishiki, you know.
That kind of make a lot of sense. And we talked about like a potential planet or like a dimension with still like a bunch of Otsutsuki. It would make sense for them to like be divided in specific sects.
Like if that's different families, and it would make it wouldn't just be like, oh, there goes Ben Otsutsuki and then Sarah Otsutsuki, 3 different families, but hey, they're not related. They just all call Otsutsuki. So I don't know. It's just different, but it would make sense if you think of Otsutsuki as like a species as opposed to a race.
Yeah, for a fact, I could see that. And one of the things I was talking about, the divine arts thing, I think Shibai has like old school jutsus, whereas like I think the new school Otsutsuki, they probably have completely brand new divine arts. I think that could
think about it. I think what if it's like, because you know how fucking Hagoromo gave birth to Indra, and Indra just started doing random shit with Hagoromo's powers. Like Hagoromo essentially just started doing like creation of all things, and Shibai's like, well, damn, I needed omnipotence to do shit like that. It's like, well, okay.
Yeah, I could see stuff like that happening. I could see stuff like that. I'm super interested for that Otsutsuki arc. I hope it happens after this arc, but you never know with Boruto, right? You never know.
Nah, bro, we getting the Mamushi arc. We getting at least 2 more Shinju arcs, bro. 2 more Shinju arcs.
Yeah, but like after the Shinju arc, like, what do you think we're seeing?
After the Shinju arc, man, I think we might.
It could be Boruto versus Kawaki.
Yeah, I'm about to say we might be interwoven. I was gonna say we might start focusing back onto like the village. We might focusing on Boruto being the enemy of the ninja world before, because right now we started off the story like Two Blue Vortex. It was like a little bit like, oh, alien invasions, all this stuff, Ten Tails stuff, and then we took a little break, and it was like, damn, Boruto's the enemy. We got to get rid of Boruto. Oh, how do you maneuver or ninja move behind ninja move? And then we transitioned back to, oh, now we're fighting aliens. So I feel like the next arc might be more focused on like Boruto being the enemy, Naruto being dead, and stuff like that. And then the arc after that, we focus again on the Shinju.
Yeah, that makes sense. 100%. I wouldn't necessarily mind that, to be honest. I talked about a lot. I think the Boruto versus Kawaki battle is probably going to happen in the middle of the series. If that's the case, like the next chapter, I think it makes a lot of sense because we talked about how Boruto was essentially ready to give his body up to Momoshiki. If that happens, there's even like an episode, not necessarily saying like a legit anime episode, but like Boruto has like a 20-second or even like a 30-second thing where Momoshiki takes over and Kawaki sees that. He might black out right then and there.
That shit slide. He's not letting that shit
It's over, gang.
And the thing about it, even in this chapter, it also leads to that because in this chapter, I'm pretty sure the feudal lords called a meeting with Shikamaru, but we don't see that meeting take place yet. So we might see that chapter 26. So they can be on his ass like, bro, Boruto has been in and out. We got intel that he helped y'all on this mission. What the hell is the word? So I think they might be focusing, like, it might be annoying to some fans, but it adds for the plot. It adds for, like, you know, if like obstacles to be in Boruto's way throughout his story. But like, I think he might have to start focusing on avoiding a lot of these ninjas or like certain elders that are actually trying to kill him or prevent him from taking care of this Shinju problem. So
here's the thing. We was talking about this last week when Sanjay was on. We were talking about like Boruto making new memories. Like this stuck with me early on when Sarah was essentially saying how to reverse omnipotence, and she was talking to Ada. Ada said there's no way to reverse it. He could just create brand new memories. Like the brand new memories from chapter 25 and chapter 20, no, not 25, but from chapter 24, like Konohama's probably going to relay that back to Shikamaru. Shikamaru's probably going to relay that back to the elders. Like Boruto literally saved everyone, saved the Hidden Leaf Village.
I mean, I think even from the start of, they already have like from the start of TBV, they're like, why this nigga just protected us from cold? He protected us from Jura and Hidari. Then he protected us from Jura again. And then he saved Moegi and he saved Shiki. Like, he's going to get credit for all of this stuff because they're going to be like, well, the external source that helped us was Boruto. So it's like, yeah, they're going to have those memories of like, well, damn, we want to kill him. But Loki, hey, if this nigga keep on killing the ops, you know, they might have to do something like that.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. And my prediction might be like a tinfoil hat prediction, but like, I believe eventually they're going to turn on Kawaki because Kawaki is going to be the only person who still sees Boruto as a villain. And whereas now Kawaki is going to be forced to destroy the leaf.
Oh my gosh, that would be crazy, bar. Like Kawaki starts losing his shit because even though everybody's under omnipotence right now, for some reason they just all start loving Boruto. And it's like, Boruto. And now he's like, there's no fucking way. That would be crazy. I never thought about that. That's actually crazy.
I think they already placed in seeds like where Sumune already overheard Juro talking about how Naruto's still alive. Yeah, it's like Naruto's still alive and Boruto saving the Hidden Leaf Village. Just like
that also, yeah. That's why I think that that's why I really think we're gonna get a Naruto centric arc coming up soon because if Naruto being alive might cause such a ruckus, it's going to be so many people that just start changing opinions or just start losing belief, like in our world, like just in the government system in general. They're like, yeah, they're going to call everything propaganda and cap. And they're just like, yeah, Boruto probably never even killed Naruto. This all fake news. It's all like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever. So I wouldn't even call that far-fetched, bro.
I love to see something like that, right? It'll just put Kawaki back in a villain role.
Literally, he would be like, you know what? I tried to do this peacefully, but it appears to me that whatever this nigga Boruto do, he's gonna get like the people on his side. So how about this? I just end it off.
Yeah, I'd love to see something like that.
That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. It's actually hard because I don't know if omnipotence is gonna be like an end game fix. I can see two ways Ikimoto does this. He makes it an end game fix. Like Boruto goes throughout the rest of the story like this, not being remembered as Naruto's son, or they fix it in the middle of the story, but they fix it in the middle of the story in the middle of like so much chaos to where it's like, nah, this needed to be fixed now because we still got so much shit to go down. And maybe something like Kawaki blacking to the point where he doesn't even care anymore. Like, all right, it's under omnipotence still, and the world somehow found their way to like adore or admire Boruto to an extent where killing him is out of the question if Kawaki decides he needs to do so. So maybe he invokes omnipotence through Ada again and have everybody retain their original memories because he feels like it's pointless to do this anyway, and he just decides to destroying, you know, like he mans up. And because my whole thing is like, just take the blame because he's shifting it to Boruto and he's still trying to kill Boruto. Like it's a double whammy. My whole thing with part one Kawaki, he didn't care about who the blame went to. That's what I fucked with. He's like, I'm gonna do this. Hate me if you want, but this is what's got to be done. So I can see a situation where Kawaki sees, damn, even under omnipotence, Boruto is like, people is still rocking with this kid. You know what? How about I invoke it through Ada? I wish I never cast the omnipotence, or I wish people just retain their original memories. I don't even care how they retain them. Just know that I'm gonna still kill Boruto because he's confident in maybe the power that he has that can do it.
Yeah, for a fact, it kind of changed the subject. I wouldn't rule out the fact that Kawaki, at least in the short term, becomes stronger than Boruto. Like, let's say the Shinju arc ends, and like after that Shinju arc,
you don't think he's stronger than Boruto like right now? I think so.
I'm gonna say no. Right now, I'd say no. The reason why I say no is because like I still give Boruto a big grace because he fought against Juro 100%, whereas Kawaki did. Like Juro's missing like a leg and a Rinnegan.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. That Boruto take one chakra through the stomach. Your shit is GG.
Yeah, it might be that. Yeah, now his chakra road's exploding, like in a completely different from Ishii.
Yeah, it's GG, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but hey, you're right. I mean, I think it's close. Boruto, I think right now. Boruto, I think I still probably might be the only one to agree to this. I think Boruto right now is faster than both Jura and Kawaki. That's his greatest feat. Like, he's fast, reaction speed and travel speed. And you add on top of his instant teleportation, like that's what's keeping him alive. But external force, like Kawaki has him outmatched and Jura has him outmatched. Now, if you throw the Karma Stone on top and you double massive Rasengan on that bitch, Boruto got a word to say. But Until we get to that point, right now, I don't think he has the strength to match them two.
Yeah, for a fact. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily rule that out either. But I guess speaking of the Karma Seal, we talked about this a little bit earlier. Hypothetically, like let's say he does get the Karma Seal. How strong do you think that version of Boruto is? Not necessarily the true essence, but like the regular Karma. Do you think he's immediately above Juro, or he's neck and neck with Juro, or even still weaker?
I think a Karma Boruto would be able to do. I mean, he might do exactly what Kawaki did against Juro. Like Boruto fought Juro, he got hit. Kawaki fought Juro, he just didn't get hit, and he landed more hits. That's the only difference. So I just think the difference would be Boruto would just land more hits. Like his regular Rasengan didn't do nothing. I think a Karma amped Rasengan would probably destroy Juro's shoulder, like how it did Hidari's, but it wouldn't do anything other than that.
I like this. I like this trico discussion. So let's say base Kawaki and base Boruto. Who do you think is stronger
right now?
Yeah,
Boruto.
Boruto. I get that.
But then once Kawaki activates that Karma Seal, Kawaki.
My thing with the true essence version of Boruto, I think he's going to get more upgrades that we aren't accounting for. Like, for example, this might just be my headcanon. I think he's probably for sure getting a Rinnegan. A Rinnegan on his hand for sure. Plus the ability that Momoshiki had where he could absorb chakra and pretty much throw it back like 50 times his strength.
Boruto should be like the absolute strongest person in the absolute world. Because if you give him because technically, on top of his Karma Seal absorbing powers, if you give him the Rinnegan absorbing powers and then he's able to shoot it back 50 times stronger, let him create weapons like Kenshiki, let him manifest a freaking lava wood golem. Like, yeah, ain't nobody stopping Boruto. Like, come on, bro. I wish Boruto would do it. Like, Momoshiki pops up in Boruto's body and starts utilizing Boruto's abilities in ways we never seen. I wish Boruto would do the same thing for Momoshiki's abilities. He start pulling out chakra weapons we never even, like, he just starts pulling out chakra shuriken, just manifest them out of nowhere and just start shooting them and just a chakra chain. I don't know, like bro. It's so much shit he could do, bro. It's so much shit that I know Ikimoto's like, yeah, we can't give him this because at this point.
This is why I feel like this past chapter potentially opened the door where Momoshiki made it clear, like, I can't take over your body no matter what. Like, if he trains with Kashin Koji with the Karma Seal, I think it's GG's. What are we doing here? Give him a week. Give him a week. It's GG's.
It's crazy. I think it's more like I don't know why. But for some reason, Boruto's karma, it seems stronger than Kawaki's. It just, like, even throughout the story, like, when they got certain power-ups, it's like Boruto's power-up always seemed more dangerous than Kawaki's, even though we all understood Momoshiki was weaker than Ishiki. Yeah, for some reason, though, when Momoshiki started manifesting power, he's able to equally, or if not, be stronger than Ishiki's vessel.
Well, yeah, you could argue that most of the reasons why Ishiki was stronger than Momoshiki was because Ishiki's stats were just like incredible. And also he had the eye that has pretty much nothing to do with the Karma Seal, where Kawaki already has the eye. You feel me? Whereas, like, so speed and strength wise, he'd be able to destroy Momoshiki. And I don't necessarily know if the Karma Seal just gives you speed and strength 1-to-1 with the Otsutsuki clan member. And a lot of the actual abilities like that Ishiki was utilizing was Sukuna Hikona and Daikokuten, and that comes from the Dojutsu. And Kawaki already got the Dojutsu.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
I'm trying to think. I mean, because like Momoshiki's biggest thing was like, I mean, the anime took away his ice release, which kind of sucks. But like, he can absorb, and he didn't have a capacity like limit to absorb. So like, he probably absorbed shit Ishiki could throw at him. Like, I'm thinking of matchup wise, because like Naruto and Sasuke dogged Momoshiki, yes, and they got dogged by Jigen, yes. But matchup wise, like, Momoshiki fighting Jigen is still going to be different than Jigen fighting Naruto and Sasuke, or Momoshiki fighting Naruto and Sasuke. Momoshiki and Jigen just reacted differently. Like, in the novels, it's explained, and then in the anime, they just show it differently, especially in the Jigen fight. But in the novels, Momoshiki is fighting Naruto and Sasuke, and he's looking at them as they're fighting after he's transformed, and he's thinking, like, I can whoop these niggas one-on-one. But why is it that I'm having trouble? This is his internal monologue in the novels, and he's saying that when they fight together, it's not like they're adding power onto another. For some reason, they're weirdly making each other stronger than what they actually are. So it's best to separate them in order to defeat them. That's the conclusion novel Momoshiki came to. And in the anime, they showed that Momoshiki wasn't able to separate them. But then once you see Jigen, he fought Naruto and Sasuke. They almost killed him twice. And then once Ishiki popped back up, what was the first thing he did? He separated them. Like, he did not fight them together. So it's like, if you were to just simply take Ishiki and then versus Momoshiki, it might not be as big of a difference as a lot of us would think. I just think that they reacted to the fight differently.
Here's the thing. I think let's say hypothetically, you equal the stats, speed and strength wise with Momoshiki and Ishiki, and you take away their gain dojutsus. They're like Ishiki doesn't have his Daikoku Tenetsu Kune Hikone dojutsu, and and Momoshiki doesn't have her Rinnegan, his Rinnegan. I always call it her. Like, at that point, I think Momoshiki would be stronger than Ishiki, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Momoshiki was introduced as the character that has the potential. That's why he was given to Boruto as his Otsutsuki. Like, he's written to be all of his shortcomings are overcome by the fact that he can absorb your power and shoot it back 50 times stronger. Like, it don't matter if you got something that he can't do, because if he can absorb it, he's gonna fire that shit back at you stronger than what you could have done. So like, that automatically lets me know, like, yeah, they were like, how can we make this guy just very strong? Like, let's just let him take what you do and just make it stronger. Like, yeah, okay, that's a good way.
True. But either way, I think they do have to kind of explain that, because I 100% agree. It just seems like Momoshiki's karma is like that much stronger.
Like, for some reason. And I think it's because of the fact that he was lucky in finding Boruto as a vessel. Because when you think about it, Jigen took 1,000 years to find one defective vessel and then 2 possible vessels, 1 perfect vessel being in Kawaki. And even in the perfect vessel, it was all these hindrances, and then the model's drugging Kawaki throughout all, which we never talk about. He's drugging a kid just to prevent him from awakening as a monster. But he's drugging him, he's having all of these preventions. But with Momoshiki, it's like he hit the freaking jackpot. It was like ding, 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 like winner, winner, winner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the right exact
dinner.
one to plant a karma seal on.
What I would say is it's possible that Momoshiki could have escaped if he didn't see the Jogan from Boruto. I think that right there kind of set him off. Like, he already has Otsutsuki chakra. Like, all right, yeah, this is that.
I think the fact that he already was in the position till he noticed it is because he was like, hey, I'm gonna try and put a karma on this, Brad. And the fact that he's like, oh shit, like, you can see me. Hold on, bro. You got some Otsutsuki inheritance in you. Matter of fact, so.
Yeah, nah, he for sure hit the jackpot. And what really like emphasized that, he didn't have any other vessels. Like, Boruto seemed like his only vessel. Like, it's like
no other vessels. And it was more so like about, and at that point, you have to consider just like the strongest possible person in your vicinity. Because at the time, the Kara organization thought like, damn, this nigga had to have put the karma on either Naruto or Sasuke. And that's what they were freaking out about. But they're like, nigga, he chose Boruto. And the whole time we thinking like he missed the bucket. He probably would have had a stronger immediate vessel if he chose Naruto or Sasuke. But the fact that Boruto was going to grow and eventually become stronger than what they either could have become, he's like, I gotta go with Boruto.
Yeah, he hit the jackpot for sure.
Yeah,
hit the jackpot. Again, we'd probably seen that Karma and Momoshiki boxing match early if he picked Naruto.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we definitely would have saw that shit early. But I think low key, I'm not even gonna lie. I think he didn't even try out of spite, because he's like, man, fuck Naruto and Sasuke. Sasuke done took his eye. And Naruto is the whole reason he's here in the first place. He's like, man, I'm gonna ruin this kid's life. And then ended up becoming depressed, full on sad emo Momoshiki, bro.
Right. I respect where Momoshiki's coming from, though, bro. I understand.
I feel him. I ain't gonna lie. I feel him. All he need right now is a Bluetooth speaker and some Frank Ocean playing. Like, that's all he needs.
Facts. Ain't give my guy no Xbox, no PlayStation.
He's just out here like,
bro, GTA.
Just die in your next fight, my guy, please. I've never seen that before, bro.
No, this is crazy. But my thing, what I keep coming back to is, I just don't think Boruto needs Momoshiki if he really trains with the karma, because I think he gets the true essence and gets all the information that Momoshiki has.
I don't think so either. I agree with you. I don't think he would need Momoshiki if he trained. with the karma. Because he already has Momoshiki's power. So it's like the karma will just add more physical power, speed, and durability. And if you give him the ability to like absorb jutsu and fire it back, or you don't even gotta give him the ability to fire it back, just the regular absorption of chakra with the karma seal, like forget everything. Like just the Boruto that fought Code, give him that karma seal state. Like give this current Boruto that state. Like that's will be all he needs. Like I think that's a good power up. And then obviously stacking his joke, because we know episode 1 is still gonna have to happen. So we know Boruto is gonna get to a point where he needs a karma seal and a Jogan stacked on top of how strong he already is. So that Boruto, imagine episode 1 Boruto, like that nigga activates Uzuhiko with the Jogan and karma seal already activated.
Which makes you this gets me to ask, like, what does Kawaki get to where he needs that? Like, what power up does Kawaki get as well? Like, does he got to match
it? That's actually a great question too. Maybe it's just probably the horn state. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just Kawaki's activating more and more of his power. Like, I don't know. I still been one to saying it. I don't know if Amato actually fully unlimited Kawaki. We know Amato is a snake. Amato creates problems and then he takes credit for solving them. So I don't know if this I don't know if this is another one of those situations.
It could be for a fact. One of the
things where like Kawaki has another gear to tap into, because like when you think about it, part 1 Kawaki was built up. Literally, Amato said he unlocked Ishiki's power and he's gonna keep on growing stronger. And they were like, it's a thing, the whole thing was like keeping Kawaki's power in check. So they made a point like, nah, this nigga Kawaki's power is intense and it's growing fast. So like he is naturally strong. It wouldn't be far-fetched to think that, he's just got sold short in terms of like how his power is being showcased. Because I think even with like Boruto's karma is shown as being like naturally stronger than Kawaki's, I think, but also Kawaki was also just like naturally and generally always shown to be stronger than Boruto. So like Momoshiki's karma might be stronger than Ishiki's karma, but Kawaki himself is stronger than Boruto himself. So it's like it balances out.
And Kawaki is older.
Yeah, and he's older. He's like older like 3-4 years. So yeah.
Also way more experience with the karma seal.
He been killing bodies since he was like younger. Boruto was playing PSP and watching Kagemasa. Kawaki was running from Delta and Boro.
Yeah, for a fact. One of the things I could see, and I'm mad that he just hasn't done this yet. Like he talked about trying to kill other Otsuki members, talk this all the time. Like him eating one chakra fruit could just put him on that level. Like just stealing one chakra fruit from an Otsuki dimension. Like he's there.
I don't know what's going on. Kawaki don't train, bro. He don't want to get stronger. He might want a goal, and I can understand that in like the real world standpoint. You might want a goal, but do you really want it if you're not taking the necessary steps to achieve that goal? Like, had Boruto not said anything, would you have even considered like, why am I this weak? Would you have even thought to go like? Well, Boruto did admit you were going to come to the conclusion sooner or later, but like, why wait years of no training and then finally think, I'm weaker for some reason, aren't I? You know, I was like, what the fuck, bro?
You know, for a fact, and this is why I'm questionable about if he'd even train with Kashin Koji, because that's more of like a ninja style training. It's not like he's not just getting the ability. Where if he does train with Kashin Koji, I could see where he would get to that level to where Boruto would then need to use the Jogan.
He would need that patience. I'm not gonna lie. I think Naruto was the perfect trainer for Kawaki because Naruto already grew up having to learn things unorthodox because shit just came to him differently. So he might explain some shit so simple or stupid to where Kawaki is like, he's not going to take time. Naruto's not going to take time explaining he might take time explaining the connection of ninshu and chakra because that's what Naruto like. He's all about the ninja way and shit. But like, as far as like jutsu learning, he's going to be like, just try to do this and then do that. And Kawaki like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So I think Naruto would be the perfect person. Like someone like Kashin Koji, like the way he was talking to Boruto, like giving him a encyclopedia of information, Kawaki will be like, oh my gosh, bro, ain't nobody trying to hear none of this shit, bro. I'm trying to get active.
He's trying to absorb. The perfect ability that Kawaki could have had is just Momoshiki's ability, just absorbing shock, or even Urushiki's fishing rod. Like that would be the perfect ability for Kawaki.
Word. Low key, when you think about it, he is kind of too aggressive for like a shrinking ability. He's like a pretty aggressive person, like a personality wise.
Yeah, for a fact. Now, thinking back at it though, do you think like those weapons could like come back around? Like maybe let's say hypothetically the Otsutsuki members like Kinshiki and Urishiki don't come back, but do you think they could potentially find their weapons or the red thing?
What do you mean, like Boruto can find?
Yeah, like it could, like let's say like a Yadomir where Itachi just found it.
I don't know. I mean, shit, did they die with Itachi or where the? First of all, where did Itachi even find them? They just said they just found them, left it at that.
Yeah, I remember Orochimaru and Itachi was like on a mad hunt for it, or Orochimaru was on a hunt for it, but he realized that Itachi found it. Yeah, so I guess it was just out in the wilderness, and Itachi found it.
Freaking crazy! They said, yeah, it's blocking all jutsu, and this sword can seal you in the dream of drunken realms. We just gonna leave it here in this cave.
Yeah, so because that's the jutsu version of it, you gotta think there has to be a shinjutsu version of it, right? Or shinjutsu version of things like that. And I think like Urishiki's ability plus Kinshiki's ability, that could be that, just jutsus without like hand.
I think a lot of jutsu that aren't elemental. So aside from earth style, wind style, fire, water style jutsus, anything that's outside of those categories fall under the watered down version of omnipotence. Because essentially omnipotence is anything that the user wants it. Right, so you can do anything with omnipotence. So maybe somewhere down the line there was a generation of families or generation of people that thought, hey, if we can constantly absorb energy, we wouldn't have to go through such and such. And maybe that's how Jugo's clan was born. And now Jugo has the ability to constantly absorb nature energy. Like, I know you don't watch One Piece, but in One Piece, like, well, I don't know if it's not really a spoiler. Catch up to One Piece if you don't catch up to One Piece. Yeah. Devil fruits essentially are basically the manifestations of wills. So somewhere down the line in history, you got the flame. I mean, they didn't reveal this until Egghead arc. That's why I consider it. But like, if you got the flame fruit, I mean, somewhere down the line, 2,000 years ago, there was someone in the world who was like, damn, if I could just make my own fire, that would be cool. Or if I was made out of fire, and then boom, that's how it was made. So maybe like that's how certain jutsus, like non-elemental jutsus, are just a byproduct of the fact that omnipotence can be anything it wants. So that's why you got jutsus like a Susanoo or jutsus like that can create things, like you said, just like that.
Like, would you consider like creation of all things a shinjutsu? Because they didn't weave hand signs, and that's basically what they said a shinjutsu. Shinjutsu is the power of using jutsus without weaving hand signs.
I think that's like a watered down omnipotence too. Because I mean, creation of all things could because if you think about it, the way he's like, you can just make anything you want, and that's how Hagoromo looked at the 10 tails and just split that motherfucker up into nine things. So
9 things. Yeah, that's facts. It's crazy how everything is starting to not crazy. I like how the authors is making kind of everything full circle. Like they're kind of digging back into Naruto and stuff like that and bringing elements to that into Boruto. Like some shows when they have like a prequel or like a follow-up series, they don't do that sometimes, or they like drop the ball on certain shit.
I know what you mean. But Boruto, I mean, shit, for the most part, Boruto has for me personally, especially in terms of like the power system, it's done a good job of keeping up. I mean, I know the power cliffing can get out of hand a lot, but like I've been enjoying it for the most part. Like,
well, they scaled it down. They said like the author, like that's why Naruto and Sasuke supposed to be lost their like major abilities because they wanted to scale down the fights. They didn't want every fight to be big blasts and all that type of shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, pre-war arc, they just brought it down to more ninja tactics. More ninja shit and stuff like that.
More ninja shit.
Yeah. But like, yeah, but omnipotence though, like, I think jutsus could be like jutsu like that would be what's the name? Maybe even be something like omnipotence. Like I forgot what the jutsu originally Bara had said. That was like that I said it that I had compared it to. Not the creation of all things though, but I think he said something else earlier.
Yeah, I just hopped back on, so I can't even help you with that, brother.
Yeah, you're gonna have to jog my memory.
Or I'll have to rewind the podcast and play it.
But yeah, though.
Yo, off the topic of Boruto, real quick though. Me and Black, we was talking about this a couple days ago when I was actually like in the midst of watching it. I was watching Spider-Man No Way Home for like the second time in
# the best Marvel MCU movie ever created. Spider-Man No Way Home.
I give you that.
If they're giving it that cosign, I might tap in.
Bro, I never realized that Spider-Man didn't shoot webs from out his own body. Like when Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man, that was coming out his wrist.
Tobey Maguire thing.
I know. I didn't know that until recently, though.
Yeah,
I remember when I found that out. That was like a brain shot. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, because remember in No Way Home, he dropped the web thing and like his boy picked it up and
it's like, "What's this?"
Yeah.
It's no web shooter. He's like, "Web shooter."
Didn't he have like confused? Then he has like a whole hand sign for it, like a whole gang sign type shit. Like,
it comes a whole gang sign.
I mean, normally because in the comics, the reason Spider-Man makes that gang sign is because he's pressing the button.
He's pressing the button. Yeah, he's like not a scientist, but he knew how to make.
Nigga, Spider-Man is a fucking genius, bro.
Yeah. Like
he's really smart
in the comics. But like,
I didn't realize Sam Raimi, he made Tobey. He was just like, yeah, fuck it, bro. That's gonna be one of his powers, and people love it because there's a whole lot of people who don't understand. Like, that's actually like not an original Spider-Man power. Like,
I never knew that. I didn't know that until like 4 days ago.
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
Spider-Man does not shoot webs from his body.
Spider-Man can't make webs.
He shoots it from his wrist.
No, he doesn't.
No, he has a machine. It's a machine that he uses. He makes his own webs in the.
Tobey Maguire shoots it out of his wrist. He's the only. He does that. Bro, watch No Way Home. Yes, he does. I'm telling you.
This is this memory from like 10 years ago, but I could have sworn I seen him do that. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
In the original Spider-Man does.
In Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, that was his original idea. He was like, I'm gonna make Tobey Maguire just shoot it from his wrist because he didn't feel like making him a machine. And a lot of people just thought that's how Spider-Man was.
Yeah, in a comic, he has.
But no, that's never been like. Tobey Maguire is the only Spider-Man that can do that.
Yeah,
he is the only Spider-Man.
Chat GPT, bro, because I was so confused. I was like, wait, hold the fuck up. Why are you
using like every comic version of Spider-Man and every other Spider-Man in the MCU? They all have web shooters.
So Tobey Maguire is the only Spider-Man that I've seen. So that might be
Tobey Maguire. You haven't seen a new Spider-Man? You've seen him in Infinity Wars and shit, though.
No, I seen.
Bro, you've had to.
I seen it. I seen
it. Wait, was it Endgames or Infinity Wars he was in?
I seen him. I forgot in one of them. But he was like the Lord, bro.
What, bro? Are you serious? He was in like the next 4 movies.
I don't know. He was like the Lord, bro. The only Spider-Man movies I've seen.
Well, yeah, he is like. He is Iron Man's little bro. Like Iron Man made a suit for him and everything.
I mean, he was in Civil War, then he was in Avengers, Infinity War, then he was in Endgame.
Okay. He was in all 3.
He wasn't necessarily like one of the big dogs. He was like, all right, bro, big people fighting. Now you got Spider-Man. All due respect.
Yeah, he didn't play a big role in any of them.
Nah, he did. And in Infinity War, he was the one who almost got Thanos' glove off. And then in Endgame, he was the one that everybody had to play keep away with because he was the only one who had the glove that everybody was. Remember, everybody was chasing Spider-Man in Endgame. And everybody kept on like tossing him around. Pause.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it wasn't necessarily like he was active like without his suit. Like he'd always had like full.
Suit like you never seen him without his suit on. Okay, I get what you're saying.
So you never watched Homecoming? You never watched Far From Home?
That's crazy.
No, I seen Spider-Man 1 and 2. Like I think 3 was when the Black Spider-Man came on. I missed that too.
All right, so you never Tobey Maguire's a great. You ain't see the Amazing Spider-Man 1 or 2.
Tobey Maguire is a great Spider-Man, but I like this new Spider-Man better. Bro.
There's a total of 1, 2, 3. So Tobey has 3 movies, Tom Holland has 3 movies, and Andrew Garfield has 2. So that's 6. There's a total of 8 Spider-Man movies. The 9th is about to drop.
And I only seen the 2 Tobey Maguire movies. I didn't see the 3rd. I want to see. Is the 3rd one Venom?
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing it on Netflix,
bro. And the new Venom movie.
Venom is actually on Netflix. That's a whole different movie.
Yeah,
and he's more connected to Tom Holland's universe.
No, you got to see the MCU. I mean, the MCU Venom, bro. The new Venom that they just dropped. That shit was actually pretty fucking fire. I liked it.
Yeah, I might have it down with
MCU. Yeah, he was in No Way Home, but
no, it is MCU because if you go on Hulu and you go, I mean not Hulu. If you go on Disney Plus, it's on MCU.
No, it's on Marvel. I mean, it's a Marvel movie, but it's not MCU.
Maybe I'm getting them confused.
No, it's just these are Marvel shit. But MCU, because it's like that's from the Iron Man all the way up until like that leads into the Thanos shit, and then all the stuff that's connected in the multiverse after that. He's kind of MCU because like you say, he showed up at the end of No Way Home. That was Venom at the end, but it's like people were confused because like, you know, they brought everybody from the Sonyverse like Venom and Tobey Maguire, and they had all of them there, but they only showed Venom at the end, so they don't know if they're going to include him. Well, he's not going to be in Brand New Day, so they don't know if they're going to be if he's going to be in Spider-Man 5 or not.
What was Venom? Was Venom always like a outer space parasite? I don't.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah,
I never know that.
I remember him just being like a suit. Like he's just like,
bro.
I remember seeing
like he would take over. He took over Peter Parker. That was the first person he took over on Earth. Like in comics and in like most movies, he takes over Peter Parker. That's why he kind of resembles Spider-Man even when he's separate, because like his experience with Peter Parker, he was so obsessed with him that he wanted to destroy his life. So once, I think, who's Venom's host? Like, what's his name?
I can't remember bro name. I can't remember his name.
Or Eric, I think Eric or something. Whatever the Venom guy name is, Eric. So once Venom took over Eric, he was torturing his mind to basically torture, like haunt Spider-Man. Like, let's go get back on Spider-Man. He's like, who the fuck is Spider-Man? Like, what are you talking about? Eddie Brock, yeah. Shout out Mike C. Eddie Brock.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap in on some of these.
Bro, I spent the whole day just binging movies, and I was like on the Spider-Man wave. I was like, I don't think the only one I didn't see was Venom.
You ain't never seen. Wait. I ain't gonna lie, Bar. So you never seen any of the Spider-Verse movies either?
Nah, bro. I don't think he was on the pop. But I think Melo. Yeah, there was like 2 years ago, I just watched a bunch of like MCU and Marvel movies. But yeah, I never was seen any of them. I seen like the Iron Man series. I seen Thor, a lot of the Thor stuff. And I seen the Avengers. That was like in like one sitting.
The greatest
you say Iron Man?
Yeah, I seen Iron Man 1.
Because Iron Man is my favorite MCU movies. I think those is top tier. Wait, is Iron Man is the Iron Man movies considered MCU? Was that what
Iron Man is the pioneer. He's the first MCU.
I mean, all right, let me rephrase it. Was that Iron Man done by Disney? The first three.
You said, was that Iron Man what?
Was it done by Disney?
Finished?
Was it produced by Disney? Is what I'm trying to say. Like, was it part of the Disney catalog?
Nah, Disney ain't pop open until like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Once Disney Plus started streaming, that's when they started doing the combination.
Well, no, because Disney bought the MCU.
That's what I'm saying.
They bought the rights. Well, they didn't buy the whole MCU. They bought the rights to certain characters. That's why we just got years ago. Yeah, that's why we just got the Deadpool movie, because they just bought the rights to Deadpool.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. Iron Man dropped in 2008.
I know. That's why I was asking. Like, did Disney acquire Iron Man and make that movie? I wasn't sure.
It was on Disney Plus. I didn't know the lore of how they.
I think after the whole entire, they started doing the implementations, like these whole like combinations of companies. That's when we started seeing people like Spider-Man be brought in, Deadpool be brought in, Wolverine be brought in. And now
they had to buy the rights to certain characters. That's why it took so long for X-Men to be implemented in any of
They still own the rights to Spider-Man. That's why MCU can't bring Miles Morales in until. But even then, it's like the reason why people aren't mad about it is because they're doing such a great job with Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's what I was gonna say. I think Spider-Verse probably is one of, if not, I think Across the Spider-Verse is the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made. I think it's right there. Yeah, Across the Spider-Verse. And then the second is probably Spider-Man No Way Home. And then Spider-Man, like my top 3 Spider-Man movies are Across the Spider-Verse, No Way Home, and then original Tobey Maguire.
I was about to say the original. You gotta throw the original Spider-Man on there.
Not off of nostalgia, but not Spider-Man. Not Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 1 not even in my top 5. Spider-Man 2,
really?
Like
Spider-Man 2 is that's fire. But
Spider-Man 2,
you ain't like the first one?
I liked it, but it's not in my top 5 Spider-Man movies.
Okay, I understand. I can understand that.
I liked it, but Across the Spider-Verse, No Way Home, Spider-Man 2, Into the Spider-Verse, and Far From Home. Those are the top 5 for me. And then Amazing Spider-Man 2 is 6. And then I would say Spider-Man 1. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is very, very amazingly good. No pun intended.
You seen way more than I have, bro. I gotta catch up.
Nigga, I'm
my favorite.
Bro,
I love Spider-Man though. Spider-Man and Iron Man is my two.
I'm about to say, Spider-Man my favorite superhero, so I know a lot about Spider-Man. Damn near like my boy too.
Bro, like you know how many times I was Spider-Man for Halloween, bro? Spider-Man was my nigga. I was Spider-Man and motherfucking
Spider-Man. My favorite superhero though is Miles Morales Spider-Man. Like they made that nigga. I was like, yeah. Spider-Man was always my favorite, but then I was like, now we got a black one?
Yeah. Bro. Do that dude still do the fucking Miles Morales what is it? When what's that shit called? Non-playable characters? NPC?
Is that no, I don't think so.
No, remember the dude who used to act like he was Miles Morales? Like he act like a video game character.
That
stream and shit like
that. He retired the gimmick.
He retired the gimmick?
Yeah.
Bro, he be flashing out on people. That shit used to be funny as hell.
Yeah,
he flashed the fuck out on Drewski. He said, shut up, fat ass. I was like, what the fuck? Hell out of character.
The guts. I don't know if I should go down this alley or not. Like, I don't know how the hell he be doing that.
Bro, he be bouncing up and down like he in the game and shit. Like, you know, when you picking your character that you trying to play. Bro, yeah.
Bro, if you ever get an opportunity, watch Into the Spider-Verse and then watch Across the Spider-Verse. Hands down, the greatest Spider-Man movies.
I don't even play video games like that, but I love the Spider-Man games too, bro. The Spider-Man games, PlayStation. I remember when the first Spider-Man game came out for PlayStation. Bro, I played that shit faithfully.
I played them PS2.
Yeah, I think that was the first one for PlayStation.
Gotta watch them. I played the PS4 Spider. Insomniac Spider-Man is also pretty good. He's a good Peter Parker too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap in. My favorite Marvel movie, I guess you call it Marvel, is Guardians of the Galaxy. Probably my favorite. So if it's better than that, yeah, I'll tap in.
Guardians of the Galaxy is epic.
I haven't seen Guardians 3.
I don't know. Wait, which one are you talking about, Bara? 1, 2, or 3? Because I didn't see 3 yet either. Black. I'm with you.
Yeah, it was 1. I don't think I've seen 2 yet either. To be honest,
I've seen 2. I saw 2. I didn't really like 2 too much.
Yeah,
so that's why I didn't watch.
I like 1 more than 2.
Yeah, 1 was better than 2. That's why I didn't really watch 3. I wasn't really hyped for it. But Guardian of the Galaxy 2 was actually really. It was still pretty good though. It was still pretty good. It wasn't a flop.
I mean, outside of Spider-Man, I like No Way Home. I mean, outside of the Spider-Man shit, like MCU specifically, not just Marvel. Because if we say Marvel, I'm gonna say Across the Spider-Verse because that's the greatest movie ever. But MCU, I think Thunderbolts. I'm not gonna.
Bro, you've been talking about that, but
I've been on this rewatch.
Disney Plus, bro. It's not on Disney Plus. I couldn't find it.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think Thunderbolts might be my favorite shit.
You've been saying this, bro. Every time we talk about the MCU, you always say that. And I've been trying to find the movie and cannot fucking find it.
Thunderbolts is tough. And maybe it's because I'm a Black Widow. Like, I'm a huge fan of Yelena, Black Widow's little sister.
Yeah.
And Florence Pugh is such an amazing actress. But just the movie in general, like, you would have to watch the Black Widow movie. Because, like, on the rewatch I did, because I watched I ain't gonna lie, watching the Thunder, because I went to theaters to see the movie, that shit encouraged the whole entire MCU rewatch. That's why I started rewatching all of these movies. But, like, watching the Black Widow movie and then I watched the Hawkeye series and just seeing the character of Yelena and how she went through like Black Widow's death and just like becoming a Black Widow herself and stuff like that. And then seeing how she is in Thunderbolts, it's like, bro. But then the Thunderbolts movie in general, just on its own, that's the Marvel I'm talking about. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's real street level.
Where can I stream this on, Black?
Real street level. I always talk about it. If we live, once we go off live, I could tell you where you can.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know you.
Go out on the ocean. You know, go out on the ocean and
say
watch the paradise.
I know you. Yeah.
Yeah,
but I can't stream. I can't watch it on my Roku. I can't watch it on my Roku TV. You know what? I can mirror it on from my phone though.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can AirPlay that bitch. You can AirPlay.
I can AirPlay it from my phone. Yep.
You can AirPlay that type shit. But yeah, Thunderbolts. Oh, bro, that shit is Thunderbolts Endgame is such a great movie, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to peep it, bro, and I'm gonna have to watch Endgame again. But
I told you. Yeah, I was on.
You told me I had to watch. You told me I had to watch what's the name first. I have to rewatch Infinity War before I watch Endgame. Right?
I was about to say because I watched them back to back, and I was like, damn, it took me like
that's a 6-hour binge, gang.
I was about to say it took me about like 4 days to watch them both.
Because I'm about to say, like, each movie is like 3 to 4 hours.
Nigga, when I tell you, bro, I'm watching Infinity War, I'm rocking with it. But then by the time I get to Endgame, I'm like, wait. A lot of the shit I even remember from this shit comes from the Endgame movie. Hold on. Because Endgame is tough, bro. From start to, like, the first 20 minutes is slow, but even within that slow 20 minutes, it's like showing you what the character's been doing, and it also like you get to see Thanos die again, and it's like
well, he
mad
got
shit
his head
go down.
chopped off, right?
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, even the first 20 minutes was hard, and then once we start getting into the boxing, I'm like, yeah, Endgame got it. Endgame got it for sure.
The thing, only reason, okay, so I'm a big Thor fan too. That's probably one of my other favorite like Marvel characters. I love Thor. I love the Thor movies, bro. Like I watched every Thor movie. I hated that they made my man's fat, bro, and out of shape. That shit pissed me off because that didn't even really happen in Endgames. That did not happen.
That's the thing, though, and he was a problem for me, like, because he was a problem he was a problem in motherfucking Age of Ultron. Thor been a problem since Avengers 1.
Who is that nigga, bro? What?
It was a scene he was fighting in Age of Ultron, and he just did something. It was like, you know how the MC like Avengers had like certain scenes where it's just like 5 to 10 minutes of straight boxing, is transitioning scenes. You're seeing how each character is fighting. By the time it got to Thor's portion of his fights and how much people he was destroying, it was like Ultron was all the way on the other side of the battlefield. Nigga turned around. He said, "Thor, you need to go." And then he went all the way up just to get rid of Thor and get this nigga off the battlefield.
But like,
and then when he popped up in Wakanda, this nigga Thanos was like, yeah, we got to get this guy Thor out of here. Like, this nigga's a problem to not solve.
Yeah, yo, and like, I just like, besides him being strong, I just like his character. Like, I don't know who is the actor of Thor. I'm really bad with actors' names. I just know what character they play. So, like, whoever plays Thor's character or whatever,
Chris Hemsworth, I think
that's what the name is. I think he embodies Thor perfectly, bro. Like, I don't think they would be able to replace him.
Thor and Iron Man, like Robert Downey Jr. is motherfucking.
Robert Downey Jr. hands down, bro.
That's Tony Stark.
They can never remake Iron Man because they cannot get somebody like Tony. They can't get nobody that's going to match his flavor. I don't see nobody doing it as good as him. Like how we got a new Spider-Man character, like how it was Tobey Maguire. Now we got somebody totally different. Like I don't think they'll be able to do that with Iron Man once Iron Man ages out of the character. Or if he doesn't want to do it no more. Same thing with Thor. It's gonna be hard. I don't know any other characters that really embodies the comic book version of the characters like they do.
No, that's it. The first movies I'm trying to tap into is probably the Spider-Man into Spider-Verse, because I've always been hearing people like hype that up, like saying it's one of the best Marvel movies they ever seen.
Hey, bro, watch it. We could talk about it too. It gives us more shit to talk about.
I just thought it was more of like a childish show because it was a cartoonish type of.
Bro, you watched Boruto.
Yeah, but anime is different. Like Attack on Titan is completely fundamentally different from like a Spider-Man cartoon movie. You feel me?
Whoa,
bro!
in the Spider-Verse movies? Hold
on. No. He said he didn't want to watch it because he thought it was like a childish cartoon. I said, bro, you watch Boruto.
You watch it. It's more like
but anime is fundamentally different.
It's like a 3D animation with.
Like realistic tailored to kids, bro. They even said that they was trying to capture the younger generation, so they purposely made Boruto for children.
Yeah,
and we just like it because we like Naruto. We like Naruto, and we wanted to see what happened after.
It was too late at that point. I was already indoctrinated into Naruto.
Let me tell you. All right, let me tell you right now, Bara. I'll tell you this: you like Spider-Man, right? In general, you like Spider-Man. You think he's a cool superhero?
I thought it was presentable. Yeah, I like
it. You would have said presentable. Yeah. If you would have watched Into the Spider-Verse, I guarantee you.
I never heard a nigga say it's presentable.
You would definitely enjoy Miles Morales Spider-Man. And you will see why I say it's possible. It's like widely agreed upon. I wouldn't say like unanimously, but a lot of people consider Across the Spider-Verse. That's the second one. The first one is Into the Spider-Verse. But a lot of people consider
only one
Across the Spider-Verse probably one of the best, if not the best, Spider-Man movie.
I saw that with my nephew. Into the Spider-Verse. I was like, yo, this is fucking dope as hell. So I agree with you, Black.
I seen Into the Spider-Verse like 3-4 times. I seen Across the Spider-Verse by like 3-4
times.
Bro, watch it with you, like do it like me, bro. Like, cause my nephew, he was like 5 at the time or something like that. Watch it with like little nephew or like your niece or some shit like that. Or
shit gets crazy, especially now because I watched it when Into the Spider-Verse first came out. I watched it and then I watched it again a couple weeks later, and then once Across the Spider-Verse got announced, I watched Into the Spider-Verse again, and then I watched Across the Spider-Verse after.
Yeah, as a Spider-Man fan, you got to, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. I was like, yeah, I had to. And then watching it back to back, I was like, I thought Into the Spider-Verse was the best movie, but then I was like, damn, Across the Spider-Verse. And then because I watched Across the Spider-Verse again like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, low key, I'm like, damn, because the next one is about to be Beyond the Spider-Verse. I'm like, I already know the next one is about to be the best movie. But so far, Across the Spider-Verse, like that shit is so good. And it even implements shit from the MCU, which is also, I thought it was cool because he mentions a lot of the things that MCU Spider-Man does, and it's like how it affects the story and stuff like that.
All right, I found the link. It says IMDb rated at 1.8 or 0.8.
Yeah. Bro said the Mike said laughing my ass off. Bro said presentable. Hey, yo, by the way, shout out to Mike. He's been a member for a month. I saw that pop up. Hey, we appreciate the love, bro. Thank you for being a member.
Yeah, thanks. Go on, Mike. The reason why I say presentable, I if I'd compare it to like the other Marvel stuff I've seen, like it's probably I prefer Thor over it. I prefer the Iron Man series over it.
Okay.
I probably prefer the Avengers over it. And this is just off 1 and 2 with Tobey Maguire, so I'd take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, so I haven't seen much of the new stuff, the new Spider-Man, but I prefer the other ones, the Avengers as well.
That's like I don't even know, bro. You got a whole fucking. I don't even know if you want to do that, but I think that would be awesome. Like I wish I had amnesia. And I've never seen all of these movies.
So you can just be watching again.
I'd watch them all again.
Nah, bro, Black. I honestly say I'll take his opinion when he say something is good, except for Endgame. I don't know. I'm gonna take him up on his offer of watching it again, but I
except for what? Oh, Endgame.
I said Endgames. Yeah, I don't agree with Endgame. I thought it was a waste of 3 hours. Only like you said, the first 20 minutes was good, and then after that it was trash until the war at the end.
The first 40 minutes was fire, and then in the middle it's like it's good.
Bro, you had a fucking stupid ass Hulk, that Professor Hulk. What the fuck?
I mean, that if
get
you
the fuck out of here.
If you mad about like that, yeah, I get that. Like
Professor Hulk.
For what it gave though, it was like you were seeing the 5 years later. It's like, all right, what's this person doing? And then you see how the shit turns, because it's like low key. A lot of people, they watch Infinity War. They went to the theaters to see Infinity War, and then the next time they picked up the story, they went to the theaters to see Endgame. So it was spotty.
It was like I guess
spotty.
It's like,
shit flows. If you like you fresh off of Infinity War information, it starts to flow better, and you start to perceive things differently.
I have to watch a movie twice because the first time I fell asleep on it, I don't think the movie's that good.
I mean, I fell asleep on. I fell asleep on Naruto the last 4 times before I actually watched the movie.
And that's not even a long movie. I love
the movie though.
That's insane.
I fell asleep. I think it took me a month to get through Game of Thrones episode 1, and that's probably like one of my favorite shows of all time. And it took me like half of the summer to get through the first episode.
Bro, I wasted so much money going to the movies to watch Dragon Ball Super Broly. Because I kept on fucking falling asleep.
That's why I say it be like that. Sometimes
the movies is too comfortable now, bro. You can't get lit now and go to the movies and expect to stay up when you got like beds and shit you can lay on, and they bringing you.
Yeah, that's
wild. Like, bro. It's like sometimes it's not even about like the shit don't be trash. It's just that a nigga comfortable. And I'm
comfortable as fuck.
Like I'm going to sleep. That's all it is, bro.
I give that in games. Maybe I was just too comfortable and full, and I was a little bit, inebriated. I ain't gonna say.
He came a little too comfortable. He's like, damn, I'm prepared to sleep, not to watch a movie.
Bro, I was knocked out, bro. I knocked out because they have like this luxury movie theaters. I had to pay like $30 for my ticket every time I went.
Probably be over here.
It's not a bed, but the chairs is like you have your.
They got the recliner seat.
You got the press
seat. Yeah.
You got a little
button for the waitress to pull up to you. That's the
press the button for the wait, bro. What? They give you a whole menu. Come on, man.
Yeah, this shit I go to, and then they got a little blanket wrap set up in your seat. If you get the premium seats, like the whole shebang, man. The whole shebang. Bro,
that's probably it maybe wasn't as boring as I think.
It wasn't because nigga. That's why I stopped. Because every time
I love Dragon Ball Super.
I'll be doing that. I'll be kicking my feet up. I get the blanket, and then I'll be ordering. Sometimes I order a glass of wine, or I might get. I'll be like, bro. Sometimes if I'm really trying to lock in, you can't be ordering all this shit.
Bro, nah, you can't. I spent like an extra $60, $70 on food and just.
They know how to give you that fine experience, that fine dining experience.
I was out cold in that movie theater, bro. I woke up and everybody was leaving. the lights was on in the movie. I was like, damn, did I just sleep through the whole fucking movie?
See, if you see, look, Endgame is going, because I'm not even going to sit here and cat. Like, it took me 4 to 5 days to watch the movies again. Because on my rewatch, a lot of the times when I started the movie, I probably finished it that same day. I probably took breaks, but when I got to Infinity War and Endgame specifically, it took me like at least throughout the week to finish them because a lot of times I watch shit at night. I do a lot of shit throughout the day.
Yeah.
So the reason why I have time to watch all of this shit is because at the end of the day, we all go to sleep, right? So when I'm in the bed, I'm turning on the TV to watch.
Turning on the movie, yep.
You feel me? So that's why I always have time to watch shit. But I be going to sleep. So yeah, it took me a little minute, but you will fuck with it, bro.
I pay for Disney Plus, fucking Hulu, and I got YouTube Premium. I only use YouTube Premium. I'll be on YouTube watching just random shit all day, and I'm trying to break that habit. I don't know why I like do.
And that. You got Disney Plus, you're a bummer,
bro. I have everything, bro. Because I don't pay for them all individually. I got Verizon, so it's just included in my plan. So it's like I'm not really wasting money or anything like that. But I have all these options. That's why I was sat down and watched this. Started watching Spider-Man all the way through. I was like, bro, I want to watch it. Like I want to sit down and watch the movie instead of always sitting down and watching YouTube videos and shit like that. But when I'm on YouTube watching videos, I'm not watching like reaction videos or like stuff like that. I'm mostly watching like educational shit, documentaries. Like
I'll be watching shit like the Rise and Fall of Rome.
Yeah, stuff like that, bro. Like I watched this channel called the Y-Files. It talks about documentaries and shit. You should check out this channel called the Y-Files, bro. He has some crazy shit that he talks about. And he like breaks it down and he tells you like at the end of it if it's true or not. It's dope.
Y'all better than I'm watching straight brain rock content. First Take, you feel me?
I watch First Take and shit.
I ain't even wrong First Take. I watch First Take.
Y'all, hey, if y'all ever got the time to and y'all just remember it, bro, look up top leopard hunting moments, bro. Them motherfuckers.
Top leopard hunting moments.
What in the world?
Why?
A problem. When I tell you they're a problem in the animal kingdom, like these leopards be terrorizing shit out here, bro. And coyotes, bro. When I tell you coyotes, like every movie that depicts, like any animal movie that depicts coyotes as the bad guy or the villain, they're right. Because these niggas are savages, bro. They are completely vicious, bro.
Hey,
but leopards aren't coyotes. What are you talking here?
Look at this on the screen real quick.
No, and coyotes, I said.
And
this is the channel that I was talking about. This one right here, asteroid Apophis is coming. Ground Zero, California. It's about this asteroid that's supposed to be coming to that's supposed to be hitting Earth in like 2000. I can't remember what year. And then like this one right here, Tesla knew the secrets of the Great Pyramid. They said that like the pyramids used to emit unlimited energy, and Tesla, they say Tesla he actually made something that where we will have like universal free energy. But who was it? Thomas Edison, I think it was. He was funding him at the time, and it would have bankrupted a lot of his companies. So he removed funding from him, so he can never complete it. And then like this one right here,
that probably goes down there. Just stop the progression of humanity.
And this one right here this one's super interesting. We live in a simulation. The evidence is everywhere. This is about like you ever heard of the simulation theory?
Yeah. The birds are fake and they're watching us and shit.
I don't think he said anything like that. I don't think he mentions anything like that.
Or they say like if you get the wires inside of the birds, you're able to break out the sim. Like it's part of like in the rabbit hole of like shit that I've heard.
Yeah. I don't think he touched on that. I don't remember that. But like all his stuff is like pretty interesting. Like I pretty much like would binge watch this shit. Is it because I like educating myself, like HARP. I was and then remember I was talking about like CERN and stuff like that, and got the monsters of Antarctica, like certain shit like that.
Let me tell y'all, the shit I watch is motherfucking orcas, right? The way they hunt in packs. It's a seal. Like imagine.
What's the channel you was talking about? What was the channel? Hold on, I'm sorry to cut you off. Like, what was the channel that you was talking about for the leopard shit?
No, it's on YouTube. This is shit I be looking up on YouTube. Top leopard hunting moments. They got some shit. But the orcas.
Well, what would you make you wanted to look that up?
Bro, the nigga just be talking. He be explaining. Sometimes they be getting names to the animals in the packs and shit, and they be going through like just how they be living and how they hunt, how they get their food. It just makes you think like back in the day, this how niggas had to live. Like you had to go out.
Which one though? Which one?
Catch some shit that's alive. And
I'm gonna watch it. Which one?
Let me see. Oh, that nigga! I ain't gonna lie. That nigga's funny. He is funny.
Guy?
Nah, he's funny. Nah, I know him. That's not what I was talking about. But he be reacting to a lot of animal shit. I seen a lot of his videos too. But I mean, if you go down, like I don't know, the one I'm talking about specifically, I wouldn't even be able to tell you. But leopards in general, it was this one video that just let me believe, like, yeah, bro, these niggas, like,
I might scroll through them on TikTok.
They take their prey, bro, up trees, bro. Like these niggas are different.
I seen a thumbnail like that.
Oh yeah.
These niggas are different breeds.
Bro, I seen that on YouTube. Well, not YouTube, sorry, on Facebook one day. A leopard had dropped, I think it was like a deer or something, and it dropped from out the tree. The leopard went down, picked that bitch up, and ran right back up the tree with it.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
That's how they motherfucking be, bro. And there was this one shit, bro, with this deer, bro. It was like, bro, this leopard was so savage. I think it wasn't a cheetah. It was a leopard. It was a leopard, bro. So they sold bro. They so pee, bro. Watch this. Like these niggas hunt only when they need to. So if they got food in front of them, they let the nigga live, bro. And the nigga it was this deer that was just chilling in front of the leopard. The leopard just wasn't eating yet. So it knew not to run away, but it also knew like it was dead once the leopard got hungry. And it was just chilling, just like looking around, eating grass. And then once the leopard got up, it knew like it was done. And the leopard just started biting into it. I'm like, yeah, this nigga's gang, bro. Cause he's just chilling the whole time. Nigga just laying down. His food ain't run away. That's how niggas know what's up, bro.
Nah, yeah, different.
They're different.
Look how this nigga's jumping over these trees, bro.
Bro,
are you watching this?
Look at the agility on these
legit
niggas,
cats.
Bro.
Yeah, they cats.
Yeah, bro.
Peep the image I sent to the court.
Bro, did you see how he jumped up?
Hold on, let me look at it.
Dude jumped off the tree,
bro.
Yeah,
bro, you ever seen the giraffe fights?
They throwing neck.
You ever seen the giraffe fights real quick, dog? Y'all ain't never seen these, bro. Funniest fights ever, bro. They slapping each other with their heads.
Yeah. Oh my dick. Concussion simulation. CTE fast mode. Like, what are you doing?
Wait,
CTE speed run.
I don't see nothing. Oh, all right, I got you. Oh shit. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. That's why I saw him on Facebook.
Yeah,
that's the one where he like dropped it, or it dropped on the floor, and he picked that bitch up and ran.
That's how they whip their necks back and forth. Hey, yo.
Yeah, bro. This is how.
Bro, lions, fight, bro, lions be hunting giraffes. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, lions. They not pussies, but like lions, it's so funny when they jump on top of a thing that like, and they just bring it down, bro.
Look at these niggas.
Yeah, nah, they tripping, bro. They throwing haymakers too.
For real.
Nah, they are tripping.
I gotta stop sharing this.
That's how you get a concussion.
Big fact. That's how you get CTE.
Hey, yo.
I don't think they get it though. They're, nature is crazy.
How about to say, don't sheep fight like that too? Like rams? Like they just buck
rams.
up?
Yeah. They headbutt. Yeah, they don't get CTE because their clothes are thicker. Yeah, and
they look a lot real when they fight.
Our brains like move around in our skull, and theirs don't. Like it sits there. It's like
dumbass niggas.
So like we can't get head trauma like that because your brain is gonna fucking bounce around in your skull. That's what cause CTE and all types.
But they still be getting concussed though. Like after they collide, they be staying there for a second.
They be busy. Nah, they be busy. They be busy as fuck. Like, oh shit.
What just happened?
These niggas now. He said you brought your family. That's crazy.
Hey Mike C. Hey yo, throwing neck is crazy.
Nah, that's wild. These niggas is out here throwing neck. That's wild.
Big pause.
But nah, Animal Kingdom videos, bro. That shit, like, it's a good way to just, I don't know, just
you ever seen that?
Earn shit if you want. I don't know.
You ever seen that kid that used to do like the videos where he would talk about animals and he'd have like the tiniest microphone?
Mm-mm.
Fuck.
I don't think so.
Man.
Was it like a niche that he used tiny microphones? Because I'm trying to remember.
Bro, yeah, he had this like tiny microphone that it's not a mic like how a microphone look. You know those microphones that you would put on your shirt or something like that?
Yeah.
It was just be holding it. Yeah, the little tiny ones. Hold on, let me see if I can find them. I know I'm subscribed to them, just not on the cloud channel, my personal channel. I'm gonna see if I can find them real quick. But his shit is funny as hell, bro. And he was the first dude that I seen where I mean he showed me this was the first time I saw this video about like elephants. You know, like elephants, their memories is so fucking long. Like they have like
bro, these niggas are grimy, bro.
Bro,
elephants are grimy.
Bro, this lady did wait, no, the elephant killed some lady
and then stomped out her funeral, bro.
Yeah, double back on the funeral, bro.
And he stomped out her fucking funeral, bro. Yes. Because he knew what the fuck was happening, man. He felt disrespected. He felt a type of way.
Yes.
Type of way.
Back on the bitch.
He felt a type of way, bro.
Yo, bro, no lie. I swear to God. I'm going to see if I can find the video, bro.
That shit, I know exactly what you talk about, freaking. Because that one even made the news.
Did it?
It did. No, yeah, it made the local news.
Why'd I sound familiar to
Nigga, she actually died from the elephant, and he actually spun on the funeral.
Back on the funeral.
That is crazy.
And destroyed the service. And it's crazy that they decided to have the service outside. Who's to say like, oh, the elephant's following us still? But like, damn.
All them nephews ain't do nothing to the elephant.
Nigga, who do what?
It can't be wild.
Yeah, you can go ahead and try to spin on that elephant if you want.
We call it animal control. Loading up
they got good memory, bro. They gonna remember.
Yeah, they're like memories like 50 years or some shit like that. Like
we loading up them tranquilizers with a switch. Nah, he can't. Nah, hell no. Tranquilizer gonna have a switch on it.
Hold on. Hey, look, hear the video, Bar.
This story is going viral and we need to talk about it. It's about how an elephant killed a 70-year-old woman in India because of something that she did. We will talk about what she did in a moment, because killing her is not the strangest part of this story. It's a known fact that in India, elephants caused the death of over 150 people in a year. But this woman's death was a little too personal than anything you would ever imagine. Because after the elephant killed the woman, it was said that the elephant still showed up at her funeral to attack her dead body one more time. The 70-year-old woman is named as Maya Momo. And it's not very clear what she may have done. But according to some sources, it was said that the woman helped some hunters attack the elephant's child. You know those hunters that go for animals' trunk? They call them poachers or something.
Poachers,
so it was said that the woman was throwing stones at the elephant, distracting the elephant from protecting her child. And that was how the hunters killed the baby elephant. Yikes. So apparently, a few days later, the woman went back to the village and everyone moved on with their lives, except the elephant, who still remembered the woman's face and remembered what the woman did to her, allegedly. So it was on the 10th of June when Maya went to the well to fetch water, when out of nowhere, the elephant attacked. Some sources claim that there were other people at the well, but the elephant went directly for Maya. The elephant pounced on her, trampled on her, causing her serious injuries. Eventually, the woman was able to be helped by her family and friends who were close by, witnessing the animal assault her. Maya was eventually taken to the hospital, where she eventually succumbed to her injuries and passed. A funeral was soon prepared for her, where family and friends came to pay their last respects. And just in the middle of the funeral, according to how the story goes, the elephant showed up in the village, scattering everything from the outside, destroyed the woman's farm, killed the woman's goat, and then broke into the funeral room and went straight for the woman's dead body and began to trample on it again, killing the woman's spirit, body, and
niggas
soul.
got low. Niggas got low.
Elephants, bro.
But through my research, it turned out that
you gotta respect it.
What might not be true though about the story would be what the woman was accused of doing to the elephant. I think a lot of people are speculating that the woman actually did something to the elephant. It's not clear if she actually did what she did, but people are saying that was what she did. Even though I'm not sure she had enough time to confess to anyone, or maybe people knew what she did and maybe she helped a group of people steal an elephant's baby. People are just believing that story because it makes sense that the elephant was very avengeful. It's as if the elephant had a lot of grudges for that particular woman. And according to some experts, they're saying elephants actually have good memories, that elephants don't forget, and they can be very vengeful and vindictive. People are saying that elephants are some of the most sacred creatures on earth, and they have a very strong spirit. and they also sense bad energy from human beings. And I think with all this sensitization going on around an elephant,
He said sensitization.
many people believe strongly that the 70-year-old woman may have offended that particular elephant. But at this point, it's what you think. Personally, for me, I feel it might have been a coincidence. Maybe the elephant did attack her at a well. After all, elephant is a wild animal. They do attack people for no reason. But as far as showing up at a funeral to attack her dead body again, that one big past me, and I don't know how to explain
exactly.
that one.
I know what you
But you guys let me know what you think.
That shit funny as hell, bro. He's elephants back.
Yeah, elephant's brain is like 4 times the size of like an average human brain. So it wouldn't be crazy if he just remembered her face and just spun back. Nah, that's crazy. Well, what's go? I'm about to go to sleep. I ain't about to cap. I did want to ask. What's go? If I were to rewatch the Spider-Man, do I have to like watch the whole thing from 3 all the way up to into Spider-Verse, or could I just hop into Spider-Verse?
You can hop in. You can do. I would do this. I would do. Do you want to do? Because we black, so I would say do Into the Spider-Verse. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking, chat. But hey, do Into the Spider-Verse first, and then Across the Spider-Verse, because my nigga Miles Morales, we out here, Black Spider-Man, and then you can do like Homecoming, Far From Home.
I told you I was Black Spider-Man for Halloween a lot of times, bro. So I rock with Miles Morales. He, I think I inspired him.
But he said, "I think I inspired him."
I'm just.
But yeah, start with the Black Spider-Man because my guy Miles goes crazy. Into the Spider-Verse, that's on Netflix, isn't it? Or is it Across the Spider-Verse?
I don't have Netflix.
Yeah, I don't think any of them on. The only thing I've seen on Netflix is Venom.
One of them should be type in Spider-Verse on Netflix if you have your account. I don't like exiting off of StreamYard because that's when my shit.
No, you're good. I can look it up real quick. Into the Spider-Verse.
Is it on Netflix? Yeah.
I'll show you.
Because I know
it'll show you. Huh? It'll show you on Google like all the things places you can stream it. Oh, you can stream it on Hulu.
Yeah, I know one of them.
It's not on Hulu either. I checked Hulu.
It says Hulu. It says premium prescription though.
Yeah, you need a specific prescription. I said prescription. I mean, it's
YouTube TV. Is that same thing as having premium?
Yeah, nah. YouTube TV you pay like $70.
It's on Hulu, bro. You can buy it. You can watch it on Hulu.
You gotta buy it. I'd rather just rent it on iTunes. It's like $4.
And Across the Spider-Verse, that is on Disney Plus. That's what it's on. It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Intergalactic is on Netflix. I don't know what that is though.
But you can start off with those 2 movies though, Bara, and then you could hop into Tom Holland's movies.
Well, you really gotta buy this shit on it?
I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie.
On Hulu? Because I'm on Hulu right now. But
yeah, you gotta get the premium subscription.
Yeah.
How
Hulu
much
ain't free though no more. Like how back in the day you got the free version and then you had the premium. Yeah. Like you just gotta buy it in general. So yeah, you gotta pay for it. But
I could drop $4 for the super HD version.
It does say it says sorry, but your subscription doesn't.
Okay. So yeah, all right.
Yeah, so on iTunes it's like $4 for like the 4K version. Yeah, I might as well just tap it on for that one.
It's not on Disney,
bro. Because I just rewatched these movies, bro, and I know I watched Across the Spider-Verse. One of them was on Netflix, bro.
If it's on Disney, I'll tap in. Because I remember when I was doing the binge watching stuff, a lot of the Spider-Man stuff wasn't on the Disney.
I know one of the Spider-Verse. If you go to like not MCU, but if you go to specifically the Spider-Man tab on Disney Plus, one of the Spider-Verse movie is on Disney Plus, bro. One of them is. But if it's Across the Spider-Verse, you might as well not watch it yet because you got to watch Into the Spider-Verse first.
Yeah, to me, while I was doing the binge stuff, I think Into the Spider-Verse was like just coming out, or one of them was like just coming out. So it's like maybe it probably wasn't on the app yet. But even the original Spider-Man, they I barely seen them on Disney.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Shit, my bad. Siri was talking to me.
Well, yeah, start off with those, and then just hop into the MCU Spider-Mans, and then once you get to the No Way Home, it's gonna have like because I know I don't unless you want to, you should. I like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man movies. The Amazing Spider-Man is probably the least popular, but he started to get more love when people realized how good he is as Spider-Man when they watched him in No Way Home. Mm-hmm. But I don't think you're probably going to be that into it. But if you are, I would recommend you also watching the Amazing Spider-Man movies too, because Andrew Garfield is a great Spider-Man also.
What is the one? What Spider-Man is it where he when he first gets the powers, when he gets bit up by all those blue spiders?
Excuse me.
Blue spiders.
Yeah, remember he was in a lab and they was working on the spiders and shit. So like
that was probably Andrew Garfield's.
That's Andrew Garfield's
Amazing Spider. Is it? Are you talking about a real life version?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably because Toby he only got bit by one, and then Tom we didn't see him. So yeah, probably because I ain't gonna lie, the only one.
Wait, who's Tom? Which one is Tom? Who's Tom?
I ain't about to lie. Y'all about to start a completely different conversation. Y'all can stay on it, but I gotta.
Yeah, that's cool. You go, Bar. You go, Bar. Wait, who's Tom Holland, Bar? Like, come on,
Tom is Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man right now.
Right now, okay. The goofy
Spider-Man.
ass one, the one from No Way Home.
Yeah, that's Tom. All the Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home. What's the name,
bro? I think he's goofy as hell. Like I laughed a lot of the movie.
Yeah,
I think he played a good Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's great. He's probably, a lot of people don't like saying it, but like he is probably the best Spider-Man, even including Toby.
Yeah.
And I
love Toby. Like to say, and I love Toby, bro. But I think that he embodies Spider-Man better than he did.
And especially when you see all three of them act in No Way Home, it's like, okay, they all portray a different version of Spider-Man, but they're all Peter Parker in their own right.
Yeah,
it's like it works. But yeah, I was saying all that to tell Barra if he wanted to, he could watch Amazing Spider-Man. The nigga left though, but yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I fucks with that shit. I fucks with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 though. Yeah. Also, I don't really remember. That's why I don't really remember the first one. So maybe Andrew Garfield was the one who got bit up by all those spiders. Because his first movie, I know, like his villain was the Lizard and shit, and I vaguely remember that movie. But I know the second movie when he fought Jamie Foxx. And he fought the Green Goblin. I like that movie with Electro.
Which one is that? I don't think I've seen that one.
That's because you know how Jamie Foxx is in No Way Home?
Bro, did I miss Jamie Foxx in No Way Home?
Bro, what the fuck? Free game. Jamie Foxx is one of the main villains in No Way Home. Yeah.
Nah, I think I seen a different one then. Hold on.
It's Jamie Foxx. And then
no. What's the one where he gets where his girlfriend dad is that Hawk dude?
That's Homecoming. That's
Homecoming. That's what I saw. Sorry, my bad.
Also, you didn't. No Way Home is the one with all three of them in the same movie.
Yeah, no, I watched the one you said, Homecoming.
Damn, bro. So you didn't see Far From Home?
I haven't seen Far From Home yet. I watched that tonight actually.
Oh, all right. I mean, Far From Home, yeah, because Far From Home leads right into No Way Home.
Yeah, so
you have to watch Far From Home.
So, Far From Home and then No Way Home?
Yeah, bro, what? You ain't seen No Way Home with Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield?
Bro, no.
What? That's why I kept saying this is the best MCU movie, bro.
No,
it's better than Endgame. It's better than Infinity War. It's better than Deadpool. It's better than all of them.
Deadpool?
Yes.
Wait, Deadpool and Wolverine or just Deadpool?
Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, it's my favorite MCU movie and it's my second favorite Marvel movie. So yes, it's better than Deadpool movies too.
All right, I'm a people.
Because No Way Home is good. Rewatching it, Far From Home is in my top 5 too. It's really good. It's a really, really good Spider-Man movie. But the whole time I'm thinking you ain't seen No Way Home. You gonna love No Way Home. What the fuck? You need to watch No Way Home.
What I thought I watched, but I guess I did not.
I'm like, you didn't see Jamie. I mean, because Jamie Foxx, he's originally in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. He's Andrew Garfield's villain. But then it's like they bring villains from all 3 Spider-Man series into No Way Home. And all 3 Spider-Mans had to fight all of these villains.
So the one that I watched, what order is that in? Like, what order did I watch that in?
You watched Homecoming? That's the first MCU Spider-Man movie. That's after Civil War. The next one would be Far From Home.
Okay, got you. So I watched the first one. All right, cool. That's all.
Yeah, with Vulture. You saying the girl, and then he had to go to like the prom for his high school, right?
Yeah, he found out that
Zendaya. Yeah, that's before they even started giving Zendaya major lines. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, bet, yeah. Okay, all right. Because I thought I saw another one, but I guess I didn't. I think I only saw that one because I know I watched one in the past, but damn,
I ain't gonna lie, it gets confusing because a lot of people didn't see Andrew Garfield's movie, and a lot of people also did see it but forgot that they did see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, bro. Like, because I seen it a couple years ago, so I'm like, did I see it?
I mean, Homecoming came out 2017, so yeah, that's
I know. Yeah, I know.
You probably did see that. But Andrew Garfield's movie came out in his last movie came out in 2014, and that was I ain't gonna lie. For me personally, it was the better one. But
so okay,
they didn't come back after that movie.
So the movie where he's pretty much in like this laboratory and shit, and he goes into like this glass cage type thing, and it's a whole bunch of spiders in it, and it's like dropping on him and stuff like that. And he gets bit by one of those spiders. Not like how Tobey Maguire got bit by one spider.
And that's probably Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
That's Andrew
I don't
Garfield?
really remember the Amazing Spider-Man 1. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. How did Andrew Garfield become Spider-Man? Did he get bit? How did Andrew Garfield get his spider bite?
I'm just about to chat GPT. Yeah, whatever method you use is.
This the shit I'm saying in Google. Oh, so the blue spiders? I think that was probably Andrew. I don't really remember the Amazing Spider-Man 1 like that. I remember Amazing Spider-Man 2 more because like the major scene that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bro, what you would love. I mean, it's like if you don't watch, I'm not trying to tell you, oh, you got to watch all 8 movies, but like a lot of this shit makes sense.
No, I would.
I mean, shit, yeah, because like Andrew Garfield's story, that's what I'm saying. His story and Tobey's story, like if you understand what happened in their stories, then you know why they do a lot of the things that they do and say a lot of the things that they say to Tom Spider-Man. It's because like it's one of those been there, done that. Like, hey, I'm Spider-Man too, so this is how I handle the situation, you know?
Yeah.
And then they all get to combine over the Uncle Ben with great.
Oh yeah, you're right. That is Andrew Garfield in An Amazing Spider-Man from 2012.
Yeah. So that's probably the one you're talking about. So you did.
Yeah, that is the one I'm talking about. Yeah, I saw his movie.
Okay. Did you see his second one then? You ain't see the second one?
I didn't see the second one.
That's the one Jamie Foxx is in, and then Jamie Foxx is also in No Way Home.
Okay. That's why. Yeah. All right. Okay. Got you.
Yeah, shout out to Mike C. He said when Andrew saved MJ. Yeah, man, No Way Home really like, man, Andrew Garfield, he went through some shit. That's all I can say as Spider-Man. And like, yeah, he was a very, very good big brother to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Very good big brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to peep it. So we might talk about this more. I don't know if the community like it. If they want to hear us talk about some Spider-Man.
We still got 30. We've been talking about MCU for like an hour now. We got 30 motherfuckers in here.
Yeah, so. I know too. So I mean, if y'all want to see us do like more MCU content and talk about that type of stuff, you know, just let us know. Drop comments, drop it in the chat. We'll do it more often. But hey, Black, I'm gonna have to tap out too, bro. We 4 hours in.
Oh yeah, that's a bet. Yeah, we're I'm got work tomorrow in the morning, so
yeah, me too. I'm probably gonna call off, but I have work. But yeah,
I wish I'm gonna do.
I have one more day of bereavement. That's why. So I'm like, should I save it or should I just go to work tomorrow? I can work from home tomorrow, so I think I'm just going to work.
Shit, I'm gonna watch some shows. Like
yeah, I'm about to throw in some movies right now. So okay, so The Amazing Spider-Man. Should I watch that over again?
I wouldn't. I'm not. I wouldn't. I mean, I would say watch Amazing Spider-Man 2 just so you can get that story arc for his Spider-Man, and then you can hop into Far From Home, which is MCU Spider-Man 2. So Amazing Spider-Man 2 and then MCU Spider-Man 2.
Which one did you say I watched?
You watched Homecoming, right?
Yeah.
That's the first. That's MCU Spider-Man 1.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna get on that because yeah, I like talking about different things, and I love Marvel, so
yeah,
get into it. And yeah, you got to get Bar on track too because he does not watch anything.
Word. I mean, shit. He sounds like he might hop into the because you've seen the Spider-Verse too, right? He sounds like he might hop into the Spider-Verse movie. So if he do, I think that would be able to get, because I ain't gonna lie, Bar is the top. He might play devil's advocate if he watches MCU Spider-Man and tell us why he doesn't like it. I could see that. I could see that type of future.
Hey, that'd be a dope think though, so we can argue.
Hey, it was true. But also I think he would love the Spider-Verse movies. I just think that would fit his forte.
Mike said, "Go to work, my boy."
Nah, don't kiss me.
Hey, I'm still gonna get paid for it if I don't go or if I go. So shit, that's why I'm like, maybe I'll still go. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that bereavement day for when I want to be lazy. But yeah, but like I gotta hit the sheets, man. Everybody, y'all have a good night. I want to shout out Mike for being a member for a month. J Money Go 8 for the donation. We'll catch y'all on the next one. You want to do a full like the actual chapter review tomorrow? Where you want to
tomorrow's Wednesday? Yeah, we can if Barbara's gonna be down. I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind doing the chapter review tomorrow.
For sure. All right. Well, we'll let y'all know. I'll pop it in the community tab. Y'all be safe tonight and sleep well. Peace.
Peace.